Alright. So the retcon to speed this up, to get down into it is, holy hell, I forgot the name. But it was, it was Lady Silverhand. She sent a small retinue of people with those of you who wandered into the desert to check out the Oasis, and then you were gone for a little while. Had a pretty sweet, standoff of words, kind of, sorta, at a pretty big meeting, which ended up being more of a intimidation contest between a noblewoman and a dragonborn. But she agreed to send you guys with a little bit of help into the desert to check out this undersand pyramid temple type thing that you unearthed a trapdoor to and got down into lower levels with a pretty sweet goblet that Roslan has. So you guys catch up with three human figures, all wearing robes, all not really carrying any weapons or armor. One guy has like a backpack with some rope and magnifying glass and blah blah blah. Another guy has like a staff, and another seems to be carrying pretty much nothing. And that's
and this is within the dungeon.
So yeah, they all make it down and meet up with the whole party. So here we are with 3 extra NPCs in the chamber with 3 rooms and the one door that had a note stuck to it with a dagger in it, and it pretty much said, "If you're reading this, I haven't come back yet. Tell my friends." Which Roslan then followed, went to a bar and met up with a guy.
The dragon's nest.
Jar something?
Zadaban?
Zadaban, yes. Of the anyway. Which you guys haven't actually figured out what he does yet, oddly enough.
I thought he was a black market.
Oh, okay, then you do know. Yes, he is your criminal contact. He is Black Market Man.
Yeah, I got that written down.
Fan-fudging-tastic. You keep really great notes.
I know.
Alrighty.
I don't want anyone being
So,
here.
I'm thinking Giron's going to take the lead as he's gone full-on Dungeoneer.
So I think what happened was Giron had teleported to pick everyone up.
Mm-hmm. And I turned to the 3 humans. Who are you?
Yes, my name is...
What?
My name is, Sir Reginald Fancy Pants. Yes, it really is Fancy Pants. Anyway, this is the guy who doesn't seem to be carrying anything. So you've got the one guy with the staff, and the one guy who's got like the backpack and the magnifying glass and rope and whatnot. And this guy is carrying nothing.
And who are your 2 slaves here?
Oh, this is Mike, and this is Mick. I know. It's going to be hard to keep them straight.
And why are you here?
Mike has a magnifying glass, by the way. We are here to assist you in your exploration of this temple, as we actually have the legal right to explore this dungeon, as it is part of the lands of the Lady Silverhand.
Legal right. So, if you could provide us some paperwork proving this, that would be perfect.
At this rate, I stopped Giron and I let him know what happened in the meeting.
What happened? Well, yeah, and tell me what happened in the meeting then.
Well, you're kind of making a fool of yourself. Sorry. Last time when you disappeared, we had ended up going to the meeting for Dragonborns and the city council. And I basically had not a tiff, but an intense time with one of the councils, being Lady Silverhand. And basically I told her that she can't have my goblet, but she could come with us to excavate this place and give us more detailed instructions of what the history is here.
By recent decree of the late Emperor, these lands are under control of the Eastern Empire, and as such, I believe that I am the highest ranking officer within the Empire. I'm not sure that you actually have authority here.
Under the recent concord and the united tribes of the desert, the Lady Silverhand is one of the voices of the council who ruled these lands, this oasis, and many of the tribes to the north, and the forest therein.
I am unfamiliar with this Lady Silverhand. I would have to reconcile her position with the controlling position of the Empire currently in these lands.
It's at this point that the guy with the magnifying glass, Mike, has pretty much anybody with a passive perception over 15 would see that he has opened up the door and has motioned this way to Mick, and they're just going to go through the door that has the note with the dagger in it, and they're going to head that way.
I'm gonna follow suit.
I think that we should murder these three. They are, in fact, trespassing in these lands.
Are they human?
I think
They are
they've been in
human.
these lands.
They're
much
human?
longer
You
than
can't kill these
orcs
humans.
We're not killing them, Giron.
that claim domain over them.
I believe
like the
that
only
they are
humans I've seen in
trespassing.
It's about this time you're still talking with.
I agree.
Everyone walks
Should
away.
So you're still talking with.
Exactly.
God, I forgot his name already. The guy who's not Mike or Mick.
Sir something fancy pants.
Oh yeah, Sir Reginald.
Yes.
Yes.
Reggie!
You are trespassing and.
So anyways, it's about this time that anybody with a passive perception over 18 hears a couple of faint.
You hear
Oh,
like
shit.
this mechanical grinding sound, and
I'm
after a
gonna-
moment he keeps walking.
We hear it?
If you roll a perception over 18 or have a
Not
passive
yet.
perception.
19.
Okay. So yeah.
Themselves.
So
Did you say take
you
perception?
you head through the door that is central, that has the dagger with the note in it. It's already open. So you look, and it heads abruptly into a wall, but then you see that the wall leads to a path that goes to the left directly at a 90-degree angle. And there, in between these carved stone walls, you see an open pit that completely covers the whole surface. And let's see if these guys survived. So that's and sadly, they did not make it.
So how deep is this little hole?
But it's fairly deep if they died.
So
just walked through the door and fell into a pit.
so it's 60 feet deep, and there are God, I should have looked this word up before. But like, you know those sweet rods that are kind of like made of sand when lightning strikes sand?
Yeah.
And it turns into like glass and crystal?
Like rebar?
but it's made of sand because lightning. Actually, I should have made somebody make a
Made
nature
of
check
sand?
for that, but the autist robot probably would have known what it was because it's also an arcane, like.
Yeah, I got nature. You want me to make a roll?
Yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah. So Giron explains to you how this is sometimes used for enchanting and the making of magical artifacts. It's a crystal made from lightning striking sand. And this is a sinkhole. So they're like walking along the crusty edge and they don't notice it and...
Wait,
Trespassers get what they deserve.
wait. Out of game, don't we still have a third person?
Solved itself.
Yeah. So Sir Reginald
Dungeon Delver.
is still with you
Oh,
guys,
yes.
Okay.
if you're into him. Excuse me real quick, I gotta...
I care about a minute of cleanup.
Sounds like shit.
So yeah, while
Can
Giron
you
is
pull
still
the
like lecturing Sir Reginald, those of you who went into the doorway see
No, Stu wrapped around it. Stand
see
up.
the poor souls who fell to their demise.
Thank you.
Can one of you hand me the ashtray that's over there too?
They are behind the laptop.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know you put the small one over there
Well,
too.
that was. Yeah.
Well, you know, no I don't. I do.
6.
Was it? Check
Yeah.
out that D6 though.
That's pretty.
Got these
So
from the
that-
local
Oh, yeah.
You'll have to tell me about it.
So did they seriously take over the location of Tessa's kitchen?
It's gonna be amazing.
All 3 stories?
Two.
I don't know if it's
Because
Tessa's
there's
kitchen.
Tessa's kitchen had the basement, the main story.
Oh, that's
and
right.
the
They do have a
loft.
basement.
He wants to
I've
buy-
delivered to their basement.
Dude.
He's
Yeah. So much tournament space.
Fulgurite, because it was worth looking up.
Do we convince them to do 8th edition there?
Yes. Sells Warhammer.
All right. So Giron, because he's smart, knows that it's fulgurite.
Folderite?
Fulgurite. When lightning strikes sand and makes spiky crystals.
Okay.
So yeah, Sir Reginald is feeling much more compliant and little scared, thinking maybe he's in over his head since his dungeoneer. And yeah, fuck you too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just this side of the table also. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I kind of give Reginald the stink eye, and then
Are you gonna do an intimidation check? Or?
no,
shit.
and then I just kind of do one of these and cast Spider Walk or whatever the name is,
Spider climb.
Spider Climb on Fink, and he goes up on the wall, and I grab onto him, and I just keep looking back at Reginald as Fink gets
So,
me
Reginald.
across the chasm in the middle of the room.
Yeah. So you walk across, or rather, hang onto Fink across the pit, which is like 20 feet wide and, or rather 20 feet deep and like 10 feet wide. It's kind of a narrow hallway, but not a big deal.
Yeah.
So you head further into.
It actually, you can actually put the square base of Garon on top of him. It's pretty perfect.
Well done.
The little
Yes.
plastic alligator.
Mm-hmm. So Giron head across the chasm.
Can I
guess we'll
run
call it.
and jump?
It's pretty far. I'm gonna say you wouldn't want to.
Is it the 20 foot or the 10 foot this year?
So the 10 foot is the width of the hallway, and in theory, if the sinkhole wasn't like in the middle of like two like veins of like solid stone that were then carved into this temple, or maybe it's sand filled in inside. If the walls weren't deeper than the hole, like maybe it would have like sunk the walls in too. Like perhaps the temple may have fallen in on itself. Badness.
Is I could be wrong here, but I do believe that the rules for long jump is an athletics check.
It is athletics.
Taking the score as the distance that you're, or half the score is the distance you're able to jump, unless you have certain feats and or abilities. Something along those lines.
I got that here on the guide here that I have downloaded on this thing.
Yeah. But it would be a 20-foot jump.
Which
unless
is
you have the athlete or whatever feat will be
I have athletics.
damn near impossible. No, but do you have the feat athlete?
so you cover
Athletes
a number of feet up to your strength score.
Oh. So I guess
Based-
with 20 strength you could technically...
But that's one person jumping, so that's two
How
people who
about
made it
20?
across. Yes, you do.
if you
So
score a 20 on your athletics check. 20 or higher.
I have athletics +4.
I'm not telling you
You
no.
will die.
I'm letting.
okay, long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So running long jump. You have sufficient space to make a run, so that's no problem. When you make a running long jump, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. So you also fortunately have 30 feet of movement. So you can jump up to 20 feet if you roll a 20 total strength check for me. Otherwise, you're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw and still possibly fall to your doom. If you want to do this. You totally don't have to.
proficient in
There's other ways.
athletics?
Yes.
Yeah, she's
That's
a
why I have
fighter.
+4,
So you'll...
and
And
then
you
I
have 20
+5.
strength, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll have a +9.
Yeah.
So, it's like a 50-50.
I got an 18 +9.
You running long jump, landing like
Let me run, guys.
past the edge. Like that's probably the longest jump even Giron's ever seen without wings or flying. Quite impressive.
If I beast formed into an earth elemental, could I like form a bridge and have these people walk on my back or something?
As a earth elemental, you could in theory
Create a stone.
so like
there.
so actually without using a beast form and losing the ability to communicate with anybody else in the party except for Giron who would be able to speak elemental.
Apparently I
Only
retain my
understand.
languages.
You speak elemental for sure, and your mental stats. If you can still speak common, that's pretty dope. I guess with an elemental, I guess. Yeah, that's legit.
And I can also speak whatever they speak.
Yeah, which is elemental or primordial. Primordial. They speak primordial.
Terran.
Terran.
Whatever. So yeah, you could also do like form stone or stone shape or something like that and make steps or like a walkway out of the wall without. But that's a spell. That is a spell.
Yeah.
So beast form is technically cheaper.
I'm just going to
Maybe you could have gotten Move Earth.
Shape stone's another
stone,
one.
Yeah.
There's
Nobody
a
else
bunch
has
of
a workaround. I can
Got
beast form.
polymorph in.
Yeah,
No, she
you-
didn't get it. She got polymorph instead.
Okay, I'm going to beast form into an
Because
earth
I convinced
elemental
her to.
and pull part of the wall out of the side so that we have like
Yeah.
a spot to walk across.
Okay, cool. And you guys, like God of War, go against the wall and it's pretty dope. Nobody has to make any checks. You just move at it at half speed, because slowness. And you cross to the other side. You have solved
Got the link and all that.
the sinkhole puzzle. And
Are you on your dog?
Yes.
We had to go down the ladder to get here. No, I teleported us here. We're good.
Yeah, you teleported
Yeah.
into the room we needed to do.
Yeah.
It's like the dog gets up like Scooby-Doo style and like clinches the wall. It's amazing and endearing at the same time.
I know where you sleep.
All right.
That's okay.
Da 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 da
We got
da
like 40
da
more people
da.
on the page.
Because
Wow.
of the
You head
pictures.
deeper into the temple.
We conquered the
met-
deep hole.
I met a girl at my beauty school that has a D&D group, and they all followed and liked the page.
Oh, I was
think,
wondering,
so-
where, like a bunch of people came out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, okay,
And
cool.
my son follows actually. It's just hilarious.
That's
He's
awesome.
Like, I can do that.
And as you head deeper into this hallway,
Circle.
Giron with his Asperger's would know that you guys are actually heading at a slight decline and also are kind of like circling back on yourselves.
That's actually more of his Asperger's, but
What am I doing?
Directionality.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, somebody notices aloud that it seems like you're heading towards deeper and towards the center of
Is
the
it getting
temple.
colder or warmer?
It's kind of staying the same. Like after you got like after you realize like, oh, I think we're underground now. You notice that it's been a pretty consistent temperature of about 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It's comfy, maybe a little cool for some people. But yeah, so you all continue walking down and. Let's do marching order. It's not narrow, so we could go 2 by 2. Got about a 12-foot ceiling, so
I suppose I was the first through, and I would be the first down.
okay.
Checking for traps at
All right.
advantage.
And Rosalind would be next to you or slightly behind as she cleared the chasm, like.
And
Probably-
also
Oh,
in that
how
feat,
did-
I don't take a disadvantage of any sort, the -5 or whatever, for moving at full speed while doing these trap checks.
Okay. That's
So,
fine.
Whenever you want me to, I can make that.
Yeah.
But-
So as you're taking the lead, let's make a check for traps, and.
And the big fighty dragonborn that actually has a stake in this next to me.
Okay.
Okay. Because I have advantage.
Okay.
Again, because of that feat. So that would be 16, using my investigation for a 25.
Yeah, so you easily identify a trip line connected to what looks to be like either arrow or like dart slots, maybe gas vents, some sort of holes in the wall that something bitey might come out of.
How many holes in the wall are there?
It's a good thing the
At
bard's
a
not here.
Rain Man type counting pace, like 50.
And I'm gonna just give the hand to stop, and I'm gonna go and shove a bunch of wooden dowels into every single given hole, and then cut the trip line.
Roll. Roll lock picking.
Okay.
You have thieves' tools, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I actually get double proficiency with that.
Yeah.
So that would be 1924.
Okay. And a couple of the dowels that you put in, like, and fall like impotently out, like hot dogs falling out of like a bun that's way too soggy.
When I go to reclaim my 50 some odd dowels, are any of the darts stuck in them?
Like 27 and a half. One of the dowels actually broke. Take
I'm
that.
going to investigate these darts for what sort of poison and or whatever else substance may be on them for 25.
25. So you identify them as like 1d6 damage darts. This is just meta. So they're like, standard.
So it's just stick with a metal tip.
I'm not done yet.
Or,
Ooh.
ooh.
And some of them have like make an additional nature check.
That would be a 27.
27. And you identify 3 different types of poison. There's a paralysis poison. There's like a I'm poisoned for however long poison, and I take recurring damage poison. And then there's also like a necrotic poison, and the meta on that would be like it causes bleeding damage.
Yeah, stuff them all in a pouch and get moving.
So the salvageable darts, so these are crossbow type darts, or bolts, I suppose.
Full on bolts.
Yeah, so they're bolts. They're for like a medium to light, so you wouldn't be able to use them on like a heavy crossbow. They do 1d6 damage, and then the paralysis poison is DC 15 save. If somebody wants to take notes on this, because I'm not gonna.
Neither am I. I don't really care.
That's
I'll
not
probably
a
lop
camera.
off all the heads and
Okay.
do something weird with it. So.
All right. So anyway, it's a DC 15 con save. The paralysis lasts 1d6 rounds, and a person can make a con save at the end of each turn to be unparalyzed. The poisoning poison causes additional 1d6 poison damage per round at the end of each turn, and the bleeding is 1d4 damage per round end of each turn if they fail a con save again.
So
15.
so it's all bad.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
Totally curable with a cleric on board.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
but you know, you blocked it anyway.
Yeah.
Good job.
Don't worry. I'm
and
just
so-
gonna make a dragon swallow that later.
Yeah.
No.
So there's let's just say 15 of each. 5 of them broke and 4 of them misfired.
Cool. So and get going.
So yeah, you continue wandering on. You find yourselves at a final floor, and it actually is a singular stone pool at the bottom of what appears to be a hole in the center of the ceiling, which is about 20 feet high. The hole is approximately 1 foot in diameter. There seems to be like a red rusty ring around the edge of it. There is no light, so it's either torchlight or dark vision. And there seems to be a singular exit from this lower chamber beyond like the sloping non-staircase, like kind of a downward, maybe like a 25. It's like kind of a gentle downgrade that you took into what we'll call the eastern wall of this large chamber, approximately 120 feet, squared. The pool at the bottom is it's about a foot deep of like a rusty red-green, assuming water and algae, maybe a little iron.
Can I tell if anything's moving in it? I have tremor sense, so I can like feel vibrations and stuff.
All seems pretty still.
You can just say. I mean, I'm an earth elemental, so
Oh, yeah,
right now I'm a pile of boulders.
I forgot you turned into that. Nice.
It's good to look at the water and around the room. And it was like rusty red at the edges.
Rusty red, like kind of like in the middle, and then there seems to be like an algae around the edge, like where it gets more shallow because it's like a pool. It's like a gigantic contact lens depressed into the ground.
You should check out that pool.
And then like the algae seems to be growing in and perhaps deriving nutrients from whatever has dripped into this here pool of water. And if you approach it to get closer, you can make like a... You're not going to touch the water, but you can make like a deeper look at it, like with an investigation check.
I suppose at this point it should be implied, but whenever I'm moving in this subterranean weird-ass lair, I'm also going to be investigating for traps.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, check for traps first.
Yeah. So that's 21.
21. And as you approach the outer edge of the pool, you see that it's all clear. Like supposing that you navigated the way down here, got past the booby barbs and the whoopsie doos. Yeah, you're down in like the middle of the temple here. You're invited or a
Just kind
survivor.
of look at it.
And
I
yeah, so
believe that this is one of the last places that the blood from the altar leads to.
and yeah, you take a look at the bottom of the pool, and there seems to be like a etching or like relief or something that looks arcane in nature.
I'm gonna pull out the goblet.
And all the eyes are lit up, and it also seems to like be like humming or vibrating slightly. You're kind of feeling excited.
Can any of you remove this murky water?
I can put a boulder in it.
Cast fire while evaporating it.
I have a bucket, a singular bucket.
What do we need right now?
To get all the water out of this
To like
bucket.
control water out of this this here pool.
I might have
Spell name drop. Clerks have control water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that.
Clerics.
Yeah.
Clerics.
Control water. A
3rd level spell, 4th level spell.
4th level spell.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So I will use
I'm
control
gonna look
water.
All right, and
Caster.
easily the water and algae and
Quartercaster.
and or rust
You
is
guys
like
just got 6.
sloughed off to the side, and with Giron's excellent, I'm assuming, arcane check.
+9. I shouldn't have rolled 2, I'm sorry. 15.
15. This looks like a conjuration or summoning magic of some sort.
Oh, and I'm just gonna. Is it an Arcana check? Oh, I just made that.
Yep.
It's just some sort. I suppose I'll cast Identify on it.
With Identify, you recognize that this is like it's like a multi-purpose spell circle, and like putting the right ingredients in the right grooves, in the right order with the right other magics applied. This could summon or conjure or teleport. It's like a multi-purpose sigil. And what you were detecting with your Identify is like residual magic. This has been used and probably fairly recently.
Fairly recently on what time scale?
Definitely within the last 10 days, possibly within the last 24 hours.
Can I determine receiving or delivering?
Man, Make an additional, like, it's going to be whatever your best stat is regarding intelligence or arcana. So, like, whichever gives you the
That's
best.
everything but religion. So,
Yeah.
27.
27. Something was brought here.
That's kind of what I would assume, considering what seems to be the only egress was under like 20 feet of sand.
Yeah.
I do not believe that we are alone here in this temple.
And
Not too long ago, something used this teleportation circle to arrive at these premises.
I'm gonna put the cup back in my bag of holding for now, just in case somebody is in here.
So our wizard will know about this. Will know about the
I was like,
use of the circle.
possibly not much more than Giron just.
However,
dropped.
you now know this teleportation circle, and this wizard will teleport.
Yeah.
I also have teleport, by the way.
And so does the cleric, so you
Nice.
can teleport back here or use this circle at any given time.
Yes. Nice.
Yep. Good old level 5 spell.
I'm just gonna venture around the room and see if I can find anything that would be.
I think teleportation circle is lower than... don't worry about it.
That would be like a door or like
Never
a
mind.
chamber or
So
hidden.
there are 2 points of recognizable egress. If you're gonna walk around like touch walls and stuff like that, I'm gonna need you to make an investigation check.
I would say 22.
Okay, and you notice with that there are points of booby trap around the perimeter of the room, particularly leading towards the only identifiable exit beyond going back out the way you came,
Okay.
which is a 20-foot by 10-foot. It seems more natural, or perhaps like dug, exit from this here room. And I'm gonna go get a refill of water real quick after I finish this.
Feels very cool. Very good sound.
So,
No one poke my body.
T.
sorry, I'm really good at that. Ha, ha,
ha.
ha. There's a good old fashioned
Quit poking me.
No.
It's
I have a spare pencil. You want to poke her back? I'm just kidding.
This is what I would
She
call
knows where I
a
work.
deconstructed Pillsbury biscuit.
I don't find you.
Walk in the front and mouse is like right
Tall
there. They'll be able to see me.
boy.
They're like, I'm gonna find
It's
Amber.
just like whatever sloughed
Kid
out
would be
of
like, she's
the
over there.
the can.
We know nothing.
Put in the oven.
Okay, so because I saw that, I'm gonna tell Giron about the 2 booby cats.
Okay.
traps! That was in character.
Can you even say that as a rock?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Vibrates.
Giron, as you approach these booby traps that Rosalind identified to you, you notice that one is actually not a booby trap, but another sinkhole. And you notice the other one is like a pressure plate almost directly in the path of this exit that you're seeing.
Can I tell what the pressure plate triggers?
Make your own investigation check, please.
Oh, yes, at advantage because traps, which is good.
I went to
21.
21. So Rosalind's 22 identified the pressure plate. With your 21, it is a pressure plate.
Nice.
Tar, I believe that you should somehow procure a boulder and send it down this passageway.
And I'll chuck it down the passageway and try and roll it as far as I can towards that.
I'm gonna
Make like
cover.
a ranged attack of some sort.
That's not good. It's not good at all.
Strength is your modifier because you're throwing a boulder, I guess.
I like that. 7.
7.
Yeah.
You actually throw the boulder just short, like missed it by that much. But yeah, you fall short of the pressure plate
We could do it again.
because you're a big pussy.
Okay, I'm
still.
going to pull out a bigger boulder.
I believe that you failed. Maybe push it down this passageway.
And I'm going to roll it like, when a kid first goes and tries bowling.
Like a granny's it?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
right under the
Oh, okay.
legs. Try and roll
All
it
right,
down.
so,
but it's bigger. It's a little bigger.
Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Use this one.
Strength is your
Advantage?
modifier.
No, I got some.
Use this.
No. Okay, the 2. Oh, that's a nat 20. That'll do.
Okay. Yeah. So, you
Phew.
actually take your little granny toss and you roll it, and what you manage to do is you actually do like the when you hit the hammer against the ball and then the ball hits the other ball, that croquet.
Yeah.
You just invented croquet.
Whoa.
Yeah. And both boulders roll over the pressure plate and you hear a distinct tink 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 tink, and then from two separate sides, from two separate activations, like giant like scythe blades swing from opposite sides of like up in the distance, kind of hard to see, up in the distance, kind of hard to see, whoosh, and then they lock away and disappear.
Step
not
above
gonna
Skyrim.
So should we go down that way?
Now, if you could move those out of our way.
Oh yeah, there's big rocks, not quite blocking the hallway, but like it's now a one at a time through, and generally must cross this pressure plate unless you come up with a creative
Oh, and
solution.
I'm sure you can tell, but mind the pit.
Just put down.
Yeah, with your rock sims, you detect there's like a sinkhole nearby.
Ooh, you could probably put that rock in the sinkhole.
Or I could put something on the pressure plate.
Whatever you want. It's up to you. You're the one moving it.
This is going to be fucked up. Alright. I'm going to take out another large boulder. And I'm going to walk up towards the pressure plate. And I'm just going to kind of lob it from like a 5 foot lob. Just onto the
Okay.
plate.
How tall is said boulder?
Like 18 inch by 18 inch. Like a
Okay. Yeah.
chunk of the wall. Just
Okay. And
Good 40, 50 pounds.
they
more.
okay. And just lock out of place. They don't hit the boulder.
Oh, they're taller than the boulder?
They swing like you're a furbolg, so you're a little bit taller. You know, Giron's a little bit taller. Like you feel
Okay,
like it
okay,
kind of
that's
like
fine, that's
split you right up the middle.
So the pressure plate is depressed then?
It is actually quite happy.
So it popped back up? Is what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Popped up with the rock on
Yep.
it that
Mhm.
activated it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
gotta move the
touch
other one.
this pressure plate. It is marked with a rock. And I just, let Fink climb along the wall over the other sinkhole. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
How big's
All right.
the sinkhole?
So you're in like a square. The walls that are stone are kind of like angular. 20-foot ceiling. Like you came down. I wish.
25 feet slope.
Yeah. So you came down like your slope. This is on what did I say? It was at the east side, and then on the west side across the pool, there is the hallway that heads out, essentially the center of the room, and Tar, with his knowing the directions and whatnot, says, oh, this is heading probably out of the temple into the desert more.
So I'm gonna go towards.
And then so to what would be, let's see, we're heading west, so this is south. So to the south side, almost all the way to the hallway is like said sinkhole, and it's like 20-foot diameter, like all the way around, going all the way to the wall. And then on the center of the path, with your good investigation checks, you recognize that it's like a 10-foot by 10-foot square blocking the hallway essentially. So you got to do like some creative curved jumping or hugging the wall or something to get in. And Garon is like, walk along the wall, Fink. And so he walks along the wall and he heads down the hallway. All the while checking for traps. No traps directly in the hallway.
So
Yeah,
should
because
jump
I can
on Zip.
concentrate for an hour on the spider climb, which I've been doing.
Can my mastiff jump over?
So running long jump, absolutely. There's space for it. Make a strength or athletics check for your mastiff.
Did you say that this was seeming to be an exit to the dungeon?
13.
One of them.
Well, you're heading somewhere outside of the temple, the pyramid. Not necessarily
Oh, okay.
you're heading deeper somewhere. This is
Only part of
we
it.
have built the tension. Here comes the climax. I know you can't finish. What'd you roll?
I don't know my mastiff's traits, but
I have-
just
I have them
okay.
here.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. Loading. Searching.
Okay, 15 strength gnome wizard. At this point, I think you have a better chance at hopping that than your dog, but I guess it's four-legged, so never mind.
And I have legs that are like this tall.
Yeah, and a speed of 20. So yeah.
I think massive speed is like 35.
Can I assist them in their jump in any way? Is there any way to help?
Just check.
Yeah. Big boulder
By
guy?
You make it. You make it, no
Earth
problem.
elemental
Okay.
and going
Yeah.
like that
It's-
and setting them on the
It's
other
only
side.
a 10-foot jump, and I'm pretty sure a regular sized dog could make a 10-foot jump. This is a mastiff,
Yeah,
so
which is a pretty big dog.
yeah. I've seen a regular ass dog clear a couch. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I'm gonna follow with them.
Yeah.
So that's a 19.
Yeah, you got that. How do you want to clear, since they haven't found a way across for you?
I
how do
can
you-
send my mastiff back.
I could pick you up.
A little bit
I have
different,
rope.
full human. In
I guess
I like the
plate.
rope
I have
full plate.
I could pick
What do
you
you
I
have
have
the
a
rope?
fur.
I've
There's
hit
an earth elemental
Fur
that
plate.
can
It's-
just
you're
stick
not-
to the rock.
Yeah. We're talking about jumping a pressure plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could
the
pick
pressure
you up.
plate's 10 feet.
It's 10 feet deep and 10 feet wide, right in front of a 10-foot hallway with sheer-ish walls.
Oh, I thought this was the pit.
So the pit comes up right next to it. So you have very little space against a
There's
hallway.
the plate or the pit.
Yeah, it's the plate or the pit.
I see.
It's kind of like a rock in an empty space.
What are my odds if I have Tar throw me?
What's your strength?
My
Throw
strength?
you.
So it would be based on Tar's strength
Right.
I have a +5.
and
I mean, I'm very strong.
What size is the elemental?
large, if not
if it's
huge.
large, then you have 10-foot reach and you can set him on the far side. You can pick him up and set him down over the plate.
Still
I
based on a
prefer-
strength check, because he's heavy.
I'm pretty heavy.
It's
Yeah, he
not
has
even
+5
based on a
strength.
strength check, it's based on his strength score and his lift off the ground weight, which What's your strength as a elemental? Plus
It's
5.
20.
So if you're 20, then that should be your
And then
ability
I
to
have
pick up
to-
at that point.
I have
should
to
be
argue
400
the
pounds,
reach.
except
The reach is 5 feet unless it says it's 10, and I know it says 5.
Large critter, though.
Yeah, but your melee
Large
reach is
10.
5 feet.
Large creatures have 10-foot reach.
Look up your
unless
reach. It's in
otherwise
there. I
stated.
promise.
However, the lift off the ground, it would be 200 pounds times 2 because it's just lift. So that would be 400 pounds, except he's large, so it makes it times 4, so plenty.
Where do I look up my reach?
If it doesn't say you have a longer than 5 foot reach,
No, it's based on creature's creature
Yeah.
or creature size, which is in the DM's guide.
That's why it only tells me I count as large for my carrying.
Oh, are you large, or do you just count as large for
For
carrying?
tar.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Elemental, I'm a large
Yeah.
elemental.
Which means you can actually carry 4 times the amount of a equal strength person who's normal, because
Wow. Okay.
pretty much because you can go on all 4s. Yeah.
Elementals are cool. I need to make some.
No,
elemental-
Tar's cool,
Tar's
but
cool.
also elementals. Yeah. The last Furbolg is dope.
As far as we know. I thought she was the last Dragonborn, so I mean, what do I know?
Yeah.
I'm the
Both
last human.
different for both.
You might be.
Yeah, once this party's done.
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah. Since we went on that divergence
Humans,
instead of
female.
making a check, yeah, you reach over and set him down.
I wanted to toss him.
That would have fucking killed him probably.
You could drop him from
me, I'm
like
a
2
tough
feet.
cookie.
And
Oh, full plate.
So anyway,
Yes.
after the rules lawyering, you set him down. We've got
Yeah.
Bronny left.
Scoop Bronny up and set her on the
Okay.
other side as well.
And now there is you.
You gotta morph or something.
Do whatever you want.
Can't like do one handstand.
I could walk around it. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just go around it.
Yeah, Earth Glide.
Yep.
Alright.
Rocks.
You have
and
solved
Stick
You
to
have
the roof
solved the
and-
big room puzzle.
Wow, we can get over a 10-foot chasm.
shit. I don't like it.
Whew.
I
Yep.
don't like it.
So bad.
I mean, it was either him do that, or I was just gonna dimension door across, and I could bring people with me.
Is level 12 arguing about how to cross a 10-foot gap?
I'm not arguing. That's we're brainstorming.
Alright, Giron's still in the lead. Checking for traps down the hallway.
I mean,
Let's do 24.
24. And you guys head a ways down said hallway, and Giron identifies yet another sinkhole without activating it. It is crusty and kind of has that fulgurite texture around the edge, and it seems like some weird, like, with his investigation check, he notices, but maybe you guys don't notice, there's like kind of a glaze of like crystallized glass over this thin layer of sand covering this pit with like, you know, fulgurite
This place is kind of gross.
poking up.
It seems like to a being made of more carbon and less mithril, these spikes might end their life. However, I believe that we can transverse this without death.
What do you have in mind, Carol?
what if the rock went over it?
Oh, I'm already hanging on to Fink, who's crawling across the wall.
I hit the glass with my hammer.
I wouldn't.
Make a perception check.
You did it.
3 plus whatever.
It's your wisdom. It should be pretty good. You're a cleric.
Yeah, I mean, but
And then you're probably proficient in perception.
no.
No?
Yeah,
Not?
so it's only
Oh.
8.
8. That's still not bad. There's like shiny pointy things at the bottom of this deep, deep hole.
Oh, I thought you said there's like a film
Yeah,
class.
You said I smashed the
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Okay.
shit ass.
Yeah. So smashing is all about. See, now I know how long this little thing is.
Yeah, and you see like the entire width and like 20 feet long. It's long, and like you see Fink is still like crawling along the wall and Giron's feet like kind of dangling, and he's just like holding on to the reins like, oh.
That
If
was
robots-
glass, Job. I'm not sure if one of your stature has ever come across it.
Well, I can sure smash it. So.
You sure
You said it
did.
was 20 feet.
Yeah, it's 20 feet long.
I'm
So
gonna do a long jump.
okay, good luck.
I got a 16 plus 9 again.
Okay, yeah, you running long jump.
I don't care.
It's
I
a
don't
good
get to
thing
tell
you're a
anything.
mithril.
How far down does it seem that the glass is?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, my perception is
20
shit.
feet.
As a, oh, actually, that's wisdom, right?
It's your brain, dude. It's your
Okay,
brain.
Cool. Beautiful.
That's
a,
wrong.
that's a D6.
Not inspired.
Whose brain is it?
15 plus 5. That's a 20.
20. So yeah, you see, it's like 60 feet deep. It actually gets wider at the bottom. Oh, you see like some shiny shinies in there, like maybe like some jewels of some sort, maybe
Cool.
like
I'm earth forming and going right down the side to the
gold or
bottom.
platinum.
And then I'm gonna start kicking the shit out of all of the glass. Just
So
shatter all that garbage.
just for fun, make a Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh, that's a 3. Okay, hang on.
If you have Constitution, you're a fucking rock, and then you also have resistances because you're a fucking rock.
Oh, plus 5. Okay, I got 8.
And what are your resistances? Resistances.
Bludgeoning,
immunities.
piercing, slashing from non-magical.
Yeah, so you're good. So essentially, what's your AC? Just for shits and giggles.
17.
Okay. Yeah. So you're safe there. Yeah. So you can collect like 1,500 gold worth of assorted like.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's all the dead people's home.
Just kidding. I have no idea.
Worth every penny.
So like if you're interested specifically, there is like jade, emeralds, couple rubies, and then like 150 like gold worth of gold and platinum. But the rest is like mostly jewels.
While he's doing that, can I pull out the goblet and see if that's still light?
Yeah, like it's still like it's actually vibrating more intensely.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
we're getting closer to something.
Yeah.
I'll yell that down to Tar too.
Okay, so you earth glide across, climb up the wall, good to go. All right, so we have Giron is across, Tar is across, Roslyn's across. So we have. You might be better trying to make that jump by yourself, actually.
Can
if you have a
I-
15.
Can I assist from the other side? Like if they slip, can I try and catch them?
You'd be better off standing in the middle or on the floor at the bottom if you're gonna do that.
Like as a stepping stone?
Or to like catch them in case they fall.
I guess.
Because you just broke all this.
'Cause it's 60 feet deep.
Yeah, I just don't want somebody to hurt themselves.
Yeah, it's 60 feet deep. So like they're gonna take bludgeoning damage if you catch them because you're a rock.
So if I'm on the edge, can I reach to try and catch them if they don't make? Because it's 20 feet, right?
is 20 feet deep. So you're and
20 feet
you
across,
take
that's
up
right.
and you take up like a 10-foot square now.
Yeah.
Can you take just a second to grab them and traverse like that as a
Dude,
rock elemental?
Can't you
and-
just send your alligator back to get us?
You fucking can, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, why don't you just do that?
How far away are you?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah, just shout over to you.
I go back and
I
get
suppose
Ronnie, and
that I could send Fink back, but he is not contractually
Stop.
obligated as I am. However, I suppose that he is bound to me. Fink, if you would go back and retrieve those that I am contractually bound to, so that they do not kill themselves trying to solve this simple puzzle.
That was all I asked for.
Alright, so the three of you make strength checks to hold on to Fink as he spider climbs you across.
Wow.
Not 20.
Yeah. So you're fine. You're fine.
13.
You're fine. You all can carry your own body weight.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, 53 pounds.
Alright.
While it's transporting Job, I'm just gonna reach through the many-handed pouch up and around and try and grab a piece of charcoal out of his pack.
I'm gonna notice that and then like
Oh,
punch
no.
it down.
You make a perception check. You make a sleight of hand check.
Can I
+1.
put my rock hand in and block
That is
both
a
of
17.
Dexterity saving
that
throw.
18. I got 23. For my percentage.
17, so...
4.
You punch yourself in the dick through your own non-existent pocket.
Whoa!
All your gear turns into a rock elemental with you, or it falls to the ground. Which?
Except for your beast-shaping armor that I made you specifically.
This guy with the armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I still have nice leather
Oh,
armor
she's
as an
got some
elemental.
Yeah.
Or nice leather armor as a warhorse, or nice leather armor as a...
Yeah. So
We haven't seen him in.
you
One
block
thing.
him
Yeah.
easily. Like you notice him trying to pick your pocket.
Yeah, do I like? But I want to like punch his hand hard, like fucking break it.
So
I
It's
wear full
like
plate.
it's just like steel against mithril.
Ow.
Yeah, so like I totally wreck your hand, right?
Because they all came across, I just tell them, look at the goblet, and I show it to them, and ask them if
So
they
it's
hear them
like-
coming.
It
It's like-
isn't too late for us to all turn back and me to make a very nice sword
You're
out
funny,
of this
Kieran.
goblet.
You are funny. We're
You
not
can make
doing
a
that.
nice sword once we...
He's not doing anything.
Once
It's
we
fine.
upset the balance
You don't
of
get
the
the choice.
entire
Yeah, it's like
multiverse,
PlayStation
leading to
controller,
my
like-
death and eventually the death of every mortal.
And also like the gems. There's 5 little gems
You
are all
don't get to
lit
say
up.
it. It's my
I
goblet.
was saying, I don't know what you're talking about. That thing's not vibrating.
It's still totally vibrating.
My tremor senses tell me that it's vibrating.
Yeah.
I don't
Something's
see
vibrating.
Did I
Yeah,
take
but I
you
like
again?
the hell's
it.
in
it.
your
Oh, it's
pack,
not
Joe?
bad.
New.
Oh.
So I'm gonna continue.
And also, smoke break.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, don't
I
be
I
I
gotta get
second
some-
this motion.
I gotta get some shit in order here. Anyway. So you guys find yourselves in a hallway, heading to a chamber that looks like this. For those of you who have dark vision, it is completely dark. So
You
pay
don't
no
have
mind.
dark vision?
So I light a torch.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my magical tinkering and just make a couple pebbles along the entire way glow. 10-foot radius.
Okay.
So I don't need my torch.
It's faint light.
So,
I use my torch.
Take your
The torch is
We have
better.
plenty.
Yeah. I
Okay.
told
The
you
torch
that.
gives you 30 feet,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
I'm just gonna
Well,
pop it.
30 feet bright light, 30 feet dim light,
I have
total of 60 feet. And then everybody else has dark vision, pretty much. So the humies are probably towards the back.
Well, I feel like I should be in the front.
Well, you're not
Kieran is
gonna be-
taking lead, I am taking up the rear.
And And I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Trap check.
You
So
can
I'm
be
not
behind
behind.
me. Yeah.
Trap check's a 20.
20. Okay. And you all proceed forward, and everybody gets to make a dexterity saving
I
throw.
like saving throws.
17.
13. Okay.
22.
Okay.
17.
17.
12.
12.
Dude, are those dice weighted you're using?
No. I mean, they are heavy, but
Boy.
they're not weighted.
Okay, so go figure the people who don't have dark vision. So we've got Tar and Job and Ronnie all take 14 damage.
What type of damage?
So
Yeah, good point.
oddly enough, snuff this real quick. I'll be right with you. So what was marching order? Because it's actually different types of damage for different areas
I'm
in
behind
marching
Ron.
order.
And I'm behind Giron.
Okay.
I'm
And
behind
Giron was in the
Roslyn.
front.
And
You're behind.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
behind him.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, literally the last three in line. So
I'm not
it-
on the first three.
So, 1, 2.
It's gear on your
It's
feet.
1,
1,
2, 3, 4.
4, 5, 6.
1, 2,
okay.
3.
So yeah,
Because you have dark
the
vision.
almost
Yeah.
the almost last three in line. Anyway, so
I'm short enough. Just that.
you're gonna take you're all gonna take bludgeoning damage as a chunk of the ceiling falls down, like right on the three of you who are all in order. Thank you,
I got you. Tar.
Which 3?
so the nearly last three in line, like
Okay.
Tar's right behind them, but yeah, that's
So
There's
I'm
one more
not
over
taking
here,
damage.
but I
then?
don't know if
that's Tatiana.
it's-
Wait, so I'm not taking damage.
You're gonna
You're
take
just
14 points of bludgeoning damage minus 3 because you're a heavy armor master or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not last three.
No, I need to.
You're
What?
you're in front of
1, 2,
Stoff.
3.
Stoff's in front of Brawny.
No.
He's bringing up the rear.
You're
the
right
third.
behind
Oh,
You
yeah.
you failed your
You're
dexterity
taking-
saving throw is
Okay.
the punchline.
me.
You just throw me off with this last three. So I
You
take
fags are in a
17
row.
damage?
No, you're gonna reduce it by 3, and you're gonna take 11 because you're a heavy armor master and it's
Yeah,
bludgeoning
yeah,
damage.
yeah. I'm just wondering.
And I have 2 resistances to bludgeoning.
Okay.
Or I have resistance to bludgeoning and I have bludgeoning damage with my armor.
So you're elemental.
And I have leather armor.
Okay,
Which-
so but it's resistance to bludgeoning damage. It's not. It's
Are
not
you
gonna
wearing
stack.
your armor of resistance or the armor of shape changing?
Yeah.
That's
I thought
the
you were
real
using
question.
shape-changing.
Either way, I'm not gonna let the bludgeoning damage stack because it doesn't say it's stackable resistance. So either way, you're gonna take half damage and you're gonna take 7. And you're gonna take 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, and everybody else, because you made your save, you're gonna take no damage. It's just one of those. All right, and as you head into the chamber, you see lead 3 take.
Can I cast Shield of Faith? on
Yes, you
myself?
may.
Alright.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Good to go.
Did you
It's
say
concentration.
what caused the bludgeoning damage?
A chunk of the ceiling fell down and
Oh.
and landed on them 3. They happened to be in a row.
So the rest of us got out of the way,
yeah.
but they
Yeah.
got splatted.
Yeah.
So, and I figured you guys were kind of clumped together, but walking like 2 by 2 ish. Not necessarily clumped, but anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so Giron's still in the lead, no traps. You head into an open chamber that looks very much like the one here. You see with your dark vision. And you see, make a perception check, please.
Just me?
You're in the lead. Who's your, and you as well, please. You have dark.
I got an 8.
8. That's
What are
fantastic.
we doing?
Perception.
18.
18. Okay.
Difficult.
I actually have a DC for this written down. Pardon me, I'm sorry. This is my bad. Should have had this ready.
Which, I suppose I probably should have used Finks there, but whatever. He's got a +6, I have a +2.
I'll just say you made it. So, you don't notice, but she does notice. There's just something weird about, like one of the weird crystals. It's not featured in the middle of the map here, but there's like kind of a crystal spire. It's kind of like more yellow or ivory looking than the rest, and Rosalind notices something weird about it.
I'm just gonna tell Giron that I see that there's a weird crystal ahead that we should check out.
And having her pointed out, I go to investigate it.
Are you going to approach it?
I'd keep it distant.
Whatever it takes to investigate it.
Okay.
And would this be a trap? Do I get the advantage?
Are you checking?
Yes, it's a trap. Let me see what I'm gonna do here.
Solid place, solid place.
Go ahead and make your check. I'll give it to you on this one.
18.
18. So you start to approach it, and then you realize that this is not a crystal. This is organic matter, and you don't want to get closer to it for reasons. Like your robot gears start smoking. Something's fishy.
Go ahead and cast.
This seems like fun.
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic on it.
Yeah, you detect like. Let's just move everybody back. Yeah. So you detect yourself one of these. They're pretty magical, I think.
Okay, I see it.
No. So it's buried under sand, and you see like its nose horn, which is not featured in that mini.
Is that the only other magical thing in the chamber other than the party?
There's stuff around, but you can't like it's.
Like in the chamber.
You detect there's hints here and there, but not everywhere. There's little lights, faint lights, but you don't necessarily see them on the surface. Perhaps they're buried by sand and glass.
I cast from 120 feet away. I can cast Dispel Magic.
I mean, if you really want to dispel like all the magical loot,
And wait.
The giant crystal that seems threatening to me.
that would be the horn
Told
of.
me is threat.
That would be
No, it's targeted. It's a targeted effect. The other was an AoE. This is.
Yeah, you're targeting a dragon's horn.
Do I know that going into this?
You said detect magic, and I said, yeah, you detect like
A dragon.
a magical creature.
Okay.
Like that like if you're casting a spell, you're detecting it's a magical creature. It's not like an item, it's not a spell, it's like a magical creature. Like it could be a fucking unicorn, but it's probably not because you're underground.
Question. I have 2 questions. What color is the dragon?
You don't see a dragon, you see a horn in the sand.
A horn.
And you're far enough away where Giron got within like 18 feet of it and then told everybody to back up, and essentially his bitchin' investigation spared him from being like snatched in his mouth right away.
And my second...
This up here seems to be a magical creature of some sort. I am unsure if we should continue. I could teleport us all out of this dank cave right now and
So
turn this
the
goblet
dragon hears you
into-
talking, and everybody's gonna roll
I
initiative.
had a second question before all of that.
Second question.
I still had my goblet out. Would that have been vibrating more or less now that we entered that?
It's like if you weren't holding on to it, it would probably either be like rolling or like vibrating away.
Okay.
It's like but it also has like a heart. It's
21.
intense.
Okay.
That's pretty comfy initiative.
Before we do that, I'll put that away.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
last, but I'm human, so
25
it
to
should be
20
mine.
initiative.
21.
Anybody higher than 21? All right. Gear on for 21.
24?
17.
That would be higher than 21.
What's your dex?
It's +2.
How'd you get a 20?
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Every time. Every time when it matters, at least.
Yeah.
Rosalind, gear on.
It might be nice that I take the lead anyway if it's a dragon. I have the draconic tongue. You guys do not.
19. Anybody higher than 19?
I got 17.
11.
So
Joe.
17, 15, 11, 2.
Who's 15? Okay, stop.
No initiative bonus?
15.
It's the square and
Well,
Or where?
it's 4.
Okay.
So 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay. There's a 4 in there. What's
11 tar.
tar?
Tar's 11.
God, there's so many people.
So, Rosalind, Rose, trust me on this. Just for the first round, delay your turn until after mine.
I was gonna speak draconic. I wasn't even gonna hit it.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
You had a decent first round with that.
I wasn't even gonna hit. Not yet. I'll let you still have that.
Oh,
The
that's right.
mitigating ravens.
If it goes down.
Yeah.
Because we don't even know if it's evil or what it could be.
Yeah.
We didn't ditch.
Maybe it's a nice dress.
No,
friendly dragon.
obviously.
Similar
Shut up.
from,
No.
to
In
one from
this?
that TV show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shut up. Dragon Tales? Is that what you were just singing?
Dude,
I haven't seen that
oh, we
forever.
can take this dragon's scales.
I already have some.
We've got to take all of them. And then
Should.
Did
take
you make
its
like an
teeth
armor with
and
it?
I've got some.
I don't know. You can make
With
something
the
with it.
dragon
Take its
That'd be
teeth
comfy.
and its
The dragon
horns.
shell? I'm thinking about it.
And take its like wings.
Dragonborn with a
I'm sure there's enough
dragon
scales
scale.
for all of us.
Okay. So this is like a vast cavern with like a 80-foot ceiling, and there's also like crystalline and jagged stalactites coming down from the ceiling. It's a pretty big chamber.
Okay.
All right. So we've got top of initiative. I started initiative because this crystal that you guys saw in the middle of the room heard you talking, and it starts to emerge from the ground, and you see this ivory, yellowy, glassy looking horn spike thing kind of emerge from this jagged cavern floor, and behind it comes these shiny opalescent blue scales.
So it's a blue dragon.
It's an adult blue dragon.
Oh, goody.
Oh shit.
That's better than like a young blue dragon.
Yeah.
That means we're gonna get a real big horde. Ho!
Yeah.
gonna wait on that.
Somebody's gonna get a horn.
No, the horde.
Hoard it.
I want the horde. The dragon's horde.
Do you need the volume to go down? I can maybe do that from the laptop.
We're not
I'm a
doing that
human.
yet.
I'll
Trying
do
to
a
turn the volume down
Yeah.
because from my perspective it's louder than you, which means from the camera it's going to be louder than you.
Let's see how that is. Better?
Yeah.
Closer.
I have magical powers. And so does this dragon. Alright, Rosalind, you've got the gain on it, so you're going to speak to it in Draconic?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, are you going to head out front, and how close are you going to get?
go 20 feet.
That's perception.
decent amount.
It's a pretty decent range. Okay. Yeah,
Out of my 30.
Yeah.
About 70 feet away total.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Yeah, that's-
you know,
That's a good spot.
another
Okay.
15
And
up is 55.
talk to me. 'cause I'm a
Um,
dragon.
I've never seen a crystal dragon before.
Fool, I am not a crystal dragon.
Don't know what you are.
Fool, it's not a crystal dragon. I was translating.
Speaks Draconic. Oh,
But he has, yeah,
all right.
helmet.
Yeah. So he's translating for everybody else.
Then what kind of dragon are you? Because
Then
I've
what kind of dragon are you?
never
Because I
seen you before, or your
have
What
type.
never
color
seen
are my
you before,
scales?
or your type.
They're opal.
The color of my scales?
I don't know what that,
They
that
are
means.
opal.
I have
I
amnesia.
don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
I am a blue dragon.
Still tells me nothing for your
I
knowledge.
am blue dragon. That
Tells me nothing for knowledge.
What brings you
tells
to
me
my
nothing
cavern?
for knowledge.
What brings you to my cavern?
What brings you to my cavern?
We stumbled across it with other friends, but they did not make it.
Oh yeah, well, we're just gonna assume somewhere back there.
Yeah, you can only get 6 seconds of dialogue in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
per
we're
turn
gonna assume
on
that
initiative,
the Sir Reginald fell in at some point because nobody bothered to save him, or maybe he got away. Whatever.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I don't
Yeah.
know who he is.
I would have
Yeah.
saved
He was
him. I thought he was
trespassing.
dead.
He was
Yeah,
trespassing.
those two rebels were dead.
Well, nobody went back to get him, so he just ran away.
Yeah.
So anyway, Sir Reginald is no longer a worry for you guys.
Just move on without him.
I didn't even realize we
Okay, it is now Giron's turn.
Mhm.
So there's been some dialogue.
Giron's gonna use his movement to approach Rosalind, and you said it was a blue dragon?
He's a blue dragon.
Do you know the elemental type off the top of your
Yeah.
head?
Yes, lightning.
Okay, because Giron would
Hence all
know,
the- Full Grimite.
What
So,
are blue dragons considered? Like,
no, but what's the
Dragons?
elemental type
Oh,
of
lightning.
blue?
Oh,
It's
evil.
ice
Evil?
or
Lightning.
lightning?
Lightning.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast protection from energy on you for lightning. So you have resistance to lightning for up to 1 hour. That's now the thing that I'm concentrating on.
Okay.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, well, I don't even have to use a bonus action because you can just move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, then bonus action to command him to go like 5, 10, 15, right there.
Okay. And at the end of Fink's turn, which is Giron's turn, the dragon is going to use a legendary action and do a tail swing if is Fink within 20 feet.
5, 10, 15.
Yep. So he's going to do a tail swing at Fink.
AC 15.
Yeah. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, 27 to hit. And then
About 12 over AC.
yeah. One of those. And then 14 damages. Bludgeoning type.
Okay. He is down to 53.
Poor Fink. Alright, and then the dragon is going to now take his turn, and he's gonna just do the standard dragon thing and say,
Get out now while you can still survive.
and it's going to use its frightful presence, and every creature that can hear it or see it within 120 feet and speaks Draconic or can see it has to make a wisdom saving throw of 17 if you feel fear.
19.
Was Joe really fear?
You're not within his.
Yes. If you're in the cavern, if you can hear it or see it, 120
But like
feet.
Job doesn't feel fear, you know, like his whole family was killed.
13.
Everything in love
Ouch.
is killed.
21.
He has no fears. Except for God.
21. Okay.
What's this fear check?
17. It's
Wisdom saving
wisdom
throw.
saving throw. 17.
Oh, sweet, dude. I
Yeah, you're
totally
proficient
made
in
it.
those.
I
Alright,
have a
got,
plus 10 on that. 26.
Plus 9,
Yeah.
so 21.
Fantastic. 19. Okay, so this side
Yeah, see,
saves.
Job is
Giron's
beautiful.
frightened. Brawny.
8.
8. Brawny is frightened.
Yep. You're maybe not frightened, but that's okay.
18.
And you
I
are
cast Lesser
safe.
Resto.
2 people.
So
Okay.
Bronny and Garon are.
Alright, so frightened.
should I roll that for Fink as well?
Uh,
He only has intelligence of 4.
Is he a construct?
He is.
So I don't think he really has emotions. You kind of have a soul, so we'll just. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Like, I mean, maybe since you're afraid, you'll be, like, using your bonus action to command to like, run away or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so I gotta tell you about frightened critters or people. Paralyzed, petrified, prone, where the fudge is frightened. Blinded, charmed. Frightened. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So you can still make attacks at disadvantage.
So who's frightened?
And if you choose to move, you have to be moving away.
Just Bronny and I.
Yeah.
Lesser Resto would get rid of that.
I think you might even have something better than that, but restoration does a single condition, and frightened would be a condition.
So Lesser Resto.
Maybe. Another thing you could do is do like a super low level charm effect, and if they fail, for some reason it undoes it. I don't know why that works, but that's a thing also. Alright, that's it for the dragon's turn. So that takes us to Job. You're up. It is your turn, sir.
Joe, that's me. Since I'm not frightened. Let's see.
We might actually need to turn it down more.
Oh, it's wrong.
Oh.
So we're fighting this fucking dragon, right?
Seems like it.
Okay.
Like it just attacked Fink, so.
Yeah, so I move up 30 squares closer to
Like halfway, yeah.
30 feet.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
How far away am I from the dragon?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
50. Okay, I cast. Well, actually, I should read this out loud.
Dragon is kind of at non a bit. Well, I guess 55 with how Will nudged it.
Alright, I'll cast.
Make it 50 is fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll cast harm on
Harm?
the dragon.
Okay, what is harm?
Target makes a Constitution save throw. On a fail, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage. And half
Damn!
a successful save.
Nice.
Okay.
And it can't be reduced to 1, below 1 with this.
That's a badass fudge.
Oh,
spell.
and if the target fails a save throw,
For
its
you,
hit
Dwight.
points maximum is reduced for 1 hour by the equal amount to the necrotic damage you took. And the effect that removes
So we have some d6 there and some d6 there.
Oh.
There's probably 14 in here.
Oh, there's
More as well.
There's like 50 in that
Yeah.
cup.
Alright, cool. What kind of save? Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your DC?
My spell?
Yeah, your spell save DC?
17.
17. It's 19.
So it made it?
It made it. Does it take half damage?
Yeah.
Or half on a save? Okay. Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw on a dragon. It's gonna be difficult to get straight up spells off on it. You can try though.
Yeah, I mean this is gonna be some hefty damages here. Even have.
I forget what stats because I don't have this shit memorized, but some of the stats it's got plus 10 to. So it's depending on the type of dragon or
Opal.
It's
age
blue.
of the dragon.
It's opalescent. Like
it's
blue-
more
blue
based
opal.
on the age.
So 46 minus divided by 2.
46 divided by 2
So
is
23.
23. Very nice. And the dragon lets out a guttural roar.
Yeah, that's right. You better.
It's now Stoff's turn. Stoff, you on your mastiff are back there. You see a dragon come out and tail whip Fink, and then shit starts going crazy.
So how far away am I?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. 80 feet.
And most of your spells are good for 120 feet, so.
This one is 60 feet.
Oh.
So you can move up your movement of 2. 5, 10, 15, 20, and now you're within 60, like that spell says.
And I'm gonna cast polymorph.
Oh.
And
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
17.
Roll high, because my last one was not so good.
we're done.
Oh, okay. Wisdom saving throw, 15, 16.
Doesn't make it.
Oh no. Okay.
Bunny rabbit or like a slug. I don't know. Whatever you want it to be.
Do a little, like a small banana slug, not a big scary one. A little teeny tiny banana slug.
Enjoy it,
I just have to make sure I'm not resistant, but that is a very good, it's a very good thing.
Transformation lasts for the duration. Yeah, you can look up
Sometimes
the shit.
dragons are resistant as
Or
well.
until the target drops to 0 hit points or dies. The new form can be
Oh.
any beast whose challenge rating is equal
I have
to
a
or less
thing for
than
that
the
anyway.
target's. The target's game stats, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the stats of the chosen beast.
Okay, because dragon, I'm going to use 1 legendary resistance to not fail that saving throw.
It's okay.
It's part of the game.
Spell.
This is still going to be a medium
Can't first
encounter.
turn ball and
Dragon
morph the
tank.
dragon.
That's amazing. That's really good. The thing is, if anybody would have hit the
I
poor
like
little
their
bunny
master
rabbit,
polymorphers. They permanently polymorph themselves into humans all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wouldn't they like technically maybe be immune to polymorph?
No, it's a transformation.
yeah.
It's a different sort of. Yeah.
so the polymorph thing is after the hour of concentration, poof, back to being a dragon. If somebody
I
hits
don't know
it,
if you can get
poof,
that
back to
whole
being a
lucky
dragon.
save again, but like
yeah, it's
was almost
no.
great.
That's good. All right, so that brings us to
So
Tar.
check it out. You can use the Staff of Quickening to cast that again as a bonus action.
Which you would know.
Yeah,
You would know.
That's
as
the
a-
metagaming
that's
Yeah.
another level 5 spell. Mark it down, but I'll make that saving throw.
Level 4 spell.
Oh, level 4. That's nice. Natty 15 plus lots.
Oh, okay. So that one failed.
All right, cool. Does that end your turn? Anything else you want to
Can I cast another spell?
No,
No.
so you
Okay,
used
then
an
no, I'm
action, a
good.
movement, and a bonus action, so you're all spent.
do? All right, yeah. And we got Tar heading up, heading out.
And I'm going to use my action to move again.
Okay, Elemental. Okay. What's your movement as an Earth Stride?
30.
Still 30? Damn.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
hoping it was
actually,
faster for you.
I don't think so. I think it's just kind of like a burrowing,
Okay.
same as the burrowing movement.
Yeah. It gives a burrow speed,
Yeah,
whereas the
Okay.
others give fly or swim or whatever.
I'm just part of the plan.
All right, groovy. And
Are you
get
underground
close.
or above ground?
All right.
I'm tunneling, so technically.
All right, and
Technically, I'm
Brawny, it is your turn. You are frightened, so you cannot move closer, but you could make an attack at disadvantage. You have spell shaping, blah blah blah.
How far away am I?
I was 80 feet, and you were
Yeah,
right behind me.
yeah,
So
and you got a 120-foot range on a lot of really good spells.
85, 90. With that 120.
I think I want to try chill touch on it.
Don't.
High level spell. Use arc.
Use any other spell, Bronny. It's a dragon.
You can
Yeah,
you
you
can
have
start
a
with
dragon.
that.
You have a couple.
You can start with that. It's a 2d8 range spell attack.
Don't try to cover your butt, DM.
I'm not trying to cover anything. I'm just saying it's a good place to start. If you hit it, and you can find things out. Not a lot of attacks have really been made against its AC. You can do probing discovery.
Actually, I already have something for that, so
Yeah,
You got to spend a minute, like 10
Oh,
rounds.
yeah.
4 more.
That's-
I'll have 4 more, by the way, once it goes.
Oh no! This is one round.
This is 1 round.
Everybody
Yeah.
goes one time.
It's,
No, it's every
top of
minute.
initiative to
Oh.
bottom of
I can
initiative is a single round.
Oh.
Shit.
No, but each of those is 6
Yeah.
seconds, is it not?
Why not?
No, the entirety of everything acting is 6 seconds.
Oh,
I thought it was
bullshit.
the whole
Yeah.
minute.
It technically all happens at the same
The whole
time, but
Yeah.
certain people have better reaction speeds, which gives them higher initiative.
So you guys burst in the door and sprint towards the dragon.
I see.
Fink gets really close and gets
Can't move
tail
forward
whipped.
then.
Spells go off.
Tar moves in after Fink.
Yep.
I see. That makes more sense.
I think that was that. I don't know.
All right. So range spell attack, or what are we doing?
In a while.
Okay.
Would in fact
Melf's
do it.
acid arrow. So you make a range
we
spell
did
attack, or
spend
does it
6
just
seconds
automatically
on
hit?
So 8 more.
Let's see if I can look it up fast.
Oh, it's instantaneous.
Shimmering green arrow streaks towards the target within range. It's 90-foot range. Okay, cool. Make a range spell attack. Roll a d20.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, it's a 3.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch, but it doesn't.
So that's a miss,
Nine,
and that's
Throw that
so
die in
yeah.
the
You
dumpster.
want to move.
Get a new one.
You want to move. Do you have any sweet bonus actions?
I can't move forward, so why would I move?
Oh, you're scared.
You can always run away. All right. That's
Yeah.
Brawny. All right, and now just some meta for all y'all. It's a Lair action time.
What?
It's called Lair action. So the Lair, after being infested with nasty dragonness for so long, has become sentient, kind of, sort of, and wants to protect the master and horde keeper of said cavern and temple. So at this moment, lightning is going to arc in a straight line from this corner to that corner, and
I'm protected.
You have resistance.
resistance. You're going to take half damage, and you get to also do a dexterity saving throw, so potentially you'll take no damage. So we're going to hit Targiron and
I'm
who's a what's it?
I'm grounded. I'm in
He's
the ground.
underground.
Yeah, I'm not.
Tar's
I'm not really
burrowed.
there. I'm underground.
Okay.
I'm grounded.
So
And
3-dimensional. He's
Yeah.
lame.
Lame.
Yeah.
22 for dexterity.
Tar knows what
And
lightning
dex
is.
saving throw, I got an 8.
Okay.
I got
So.
an 18 for life.
No, you're not in the line.
I got a 22.
Am I not? Am I not that dude right there?
You are
Oh.
this dude right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
that's-
was a line that didn't
That's straight
pass.
line.
It passed through me, not you.
Yeah. Straight line, 5 feet wide, corner to corner.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you take no damage because you made the save. You take full damage. I have to look at how many damage it is because I did not take that down. I'm pretty sure.
Aren't you
it's just
super glad that I cast that on you and not myself?
Yes.
So yeah,
You can't do it to yourself
3d6.
anymore.
It's
Not bad.
concentration.
Oh.
So just 10 damage. Just
Okay.
10. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. It's nothing. We're
Yeah,
just
it's
now. That's,
It's
and that's the first
layer.
round. So that's round
The
1.
layer.
All right. Top of the order. We've got Rosalind.
It's a good thing I reinfused my armor for acid resistance and not lightning.
Nice.
Like, oh yeah, black dragons, yeah.
That you heard up front. I even told her it was like they might not even be the native populations.
Yep.
Yep.
There's just black dragonborn here.
Yeah.
Dude, don't blue dragons hate black dragons?
Dragons just kind of hate all the dragons, and then dragons kind of don't like Dragonborn either.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm
oh,
agreeing.
you're not my because I'm not as an adult. If it was an ancient dragon and it was the same color, it might like Dragonborn because maybe they're
Is it your turn or is it
It's my turn.
Did the dragon go?
The dragon had a spell.
Dragons.
Oh yeah. That's right.
No, that
He
was the
he
lair.
intimidated us. Yeah, so the Lair's always last in initiative.
So you got 30 feet?
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
I think bonus action dash and then can still attack.
Yeah, that's what I
Flex
was
your
about to do.
bones. Keep the blood
So you
flowing.
get
20.
Yeah, and you get
Come in here.
6.
two
Probably
swings unless you're an action surge.
And
Because you use your bonus action, so you get 2 attacks on your action,
I get 3.
and then you
Attack
get
3 times.
and then you get your third, and then if you go for an action surge, but I think you only get to do the 3 attacks if you have a bonus action available, and I will get the player's handbook out for that. Because you use your bonus action to get there, is what I'm saying.
Attack 3 times with all weapon. Best weapon. Actually, DC plus 8. No, DC 8 plus con plus proficiency. 2 proficiency plus 4. 6. Okay, I'm gonna cast, or not cast, but I'm gonna use my breath weapon at first.
Okay, if you use your breath weapon, that's your action. No attacks after that, also, because you've already used your bonus action to get there. Like I'm not trying to fight you.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
15
All right.
foot
Your
close.
breath weapon is like a cast. It also has a DC. What's your DC?
DC equal 8 plus con plus proficiency.
So your con.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, another 7, 15.
I'm pushing both.
my right side.
You're right. So
What?
yeah, I feel that.
Con and proficiency.
So 14.
14. So it makes the save, but it still takes half damage, and then it may have resistance as well.
Poison attack?
Yeah, it's a poison.
Yeah. So
Got 14.
no. Where the fudge is your resistance?
Mine is resistance to poison.
Okay. Well, either way, so it's gonna take half damage. What's your poison damage?
14 to 7.
Okay, 7. 7 damage.
Think of that.
All right, that ends Rosalind's turn. That brings us to Giron. You are frightened.
Frightened. Okay. Bonus action. Fink is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get up to protect Rosalind from the inevitable bullshit that happens. Garon himself is going to stand literally behind this gnome. I am
Scaredy Gura.
I'm at long range, so I'll take disadvantage to both these shots, but
Okay.
I'm taking 2 shots at the dragon.
Great idea.
13 on the first,
That is a miss.
15 on the second.
And that is a miss as well. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
not that your shots aren't true, it's that the thick hide and scales of this dragon are just
Yeah.
barely
I mean,
too
even
hard.
at disadvantage, I got those. So.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're getting close. All right.
You're doing great, kid.
Does that end your turn?
That's all 3 actions.
Okay.
So yep.
And at the end of your turn, because you attacked it, it's going to use its sweet legendary action, and
Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna target me. I wrecked it. I actually hit them.
well, it might be an area effect is kind of where I'm going, where I'm going with this. So
I just wanted to attack.
yeah, you're gonna be into this one. Trust me.
Yes.
You're into it. All right. So it is. Oh damn.
What?
seems on face value like it only gets one legendary around, but
That is correct.
strict
And this
meta.
is a new round. Legendary actions can only take
Yeah.
place after another creature's turn, so it's not.
Because there's some shit that gets like 5 legendary actions around. It's
Yeah,
just-
no. So it's a legendary action, a legendary resistance, and a lair action
Yeah.
if I so choose. And right now we're just kind of feeling each other out. All right, so it's going to use its lightning breath on the guy who just shot at it. It's a 90-foot line. Make a DC 19 dexterity saving throw if you would, please.
Is it an attack?
It is.
Oh no, it's not. It's yeah. Never mind.
D6 plus 3.
DC 19. Does Fink make it too? Where does the line trace exactly? I
yeah.
did make the save.
That
I got a 19.
it may include the gnome as well. Straight line towards
I'm
Giron
short.
from its face.
You've got +3 dex. You got this. But yeah, does Fink take it? Because he's kind of in that same line.
Nat 1.
Oh.
That's auto fail.
Ouchies.
Oh no.
Back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hide behind the gnome.
Dude, you should have hid behind me. I'm like a full plate beast.
No, I don't like
I
that.
couldn't go
Stop
forward.
it.
Because I was
Hopefully
a
this dragon.
feared.
70 damage.
Dude, I'm totally gonna slay this dragon with you. I'm on my way.
Okay, so check it out though. You just dealt massive damage, which means that she has 70 something hit points because it's over her maximum or over half of her maximum health points. There's a Constitution saving throw to be made, and if she doesn't make it, she dies.
Yeah, we're not gonna play that.
Okay.
You dropped to
Just-
0. That's you're
No.
unconscious. So you just
No.
stuck your finger in a light socket.
Okay.
No, well, she still has 9 hit points
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
not doing that.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
No, because
Okay.
if you do over half
Yeah,
hit
no,
points,
no.
yeah.
I'm not playing that. We're not,
But
we're
does
not gonna-
Fink make the save?
Yeah, he's in
Okay.
the line.
Okay, he didn't make it, so 70 on him.
Ooh. Ouch.
He fucking explodes, which is okay, but he's dead.
I scavenge parts.
No, it just takes a long rest to make a new Fink.
Okay.
So,
And how about Giron?
oh, he passed.
Okay, so you take half damage. You already know how to math that. All right. It is now the actual dragon's turn. After he does his spiteful revenge dragon breath, he's going to try and get Roslyn away from him as well, and he's going to use his wing attack. So every creature within 10 feet makes a con save throw.
20.
Blast.
Fuck off with that bullshit. I'm a dragon too, you know.
Okay. Oh, it's a DC 20 dexterity saving throw, and you made 20.
I made 20.
What?
All right, and you're still gonna take half damage. It's bludgeoning damage.
Thank you.
So you take 4 damage. God damn. It's like you're immune. So yeah, you take 4 damage, and the dragon, using the wing beat, has now brought itself up. It is flying, and it's still in place. It's technically not moving, but it is flying, and
Like,
it
right
is.
above me. I'm like 6
You get an attack of opportunity. It is leaving your threat range.
So that's 1 die, right?
So it's 1d20 and 1 attack.
So, I know this won't help anyone at the table currently, but Elder Dragon?
17 plus 7.
Adult.
So, 20.
Solid.
24.
Just an
24.
adult.
24.
Not an ancient.
7 plus 7 plus. Is it. Okay, I got 24.
24 to hit. Hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. D8 plus all your stuff.
13.
13 damage.
Nice.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Cool. That's the end of the dragon's turn. Job.
Job.
Yob.
Job.
Okay,
Alright, I
pass my
moved
hammer.
30 feet closer.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks.
I haven't even done my job yet.
Dude, I was trying to get you to hit that earlier, and you like looked right at me when I did it, and you just like kind of was like, I don't know what you're doing, and then like looked away.
You can
Trying to do my job. I'm trying to DM, but this is getting hectic. But we're
So 30 feet puts you there.
Yeah, you'll be next to me. 30
yeah. Get up in that threat range, Job.
feet. You'll be up to me.
We need you. We need you.
I
We
was-
need your AC
I just
and your
moved
threat.
30 feet.
Oh.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
now.
Create a threat.
I put you there after 30 feet.
Yeah, so I'm not like close enough to him.
Job.
Job, do your job,
So
Job.
maybe a spell right now, but
Alright, I cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action. And
Okay.
I attack with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, are you going to attempt to cast another spell, like perhaps to revive your gnome friend or anything like that? Because
no,
I-
she's
I
not
have-
down. She's
I,
at
Oh,
I
okay.
have like 3 healing
okay,
potions.
well yeah, go for it. Yes, create threat. Create threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Spiritual
I
weapon,
wanna
need to attack with
it.
it. Yes.
Yeah, so. Oh, I want to cast it from like a 5th level spell slot, by the way.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Which
Add those
the
extra
greater, I'm
d6s
pretty
or
sure is
d8s,
like
whatever
2d8.
damage dice it is.
Yeah, so.
Testers.
Let me find
bottles?
spiritual. It's right there. Look at that. Plan this out.
for the health potions.
So it's 3rd level,
Drink
2nd
that
level
residual
spell.
enamel.
So I get
I
plus
rolled,
3d8
like,
and it
vintage
has
perfume
1d8, so
bottles.
it's 4d8.
4d8. Make
And
a
invisibility.
melee spell
Make those
attack.
two.
You got this.
Yeah.
What's it get my?
It gets your spell attack
I
modifier.
suppose we do
So-
have
Plus, is that
a
one?
lot of
25.
That fucking
Wow.
hits.
around-
Roll those beautiful damage
Alright,
dice.
48,
Do it.
please.
Nothing
Get
of
it.
that
4.
sort.
There's 2. There's 3.
She's a cracker.
Thank you.
Did mine roll high? Yeah, mine rolled high.
Let's see, there's a 10, 20.
20 damages.
Oh, plus 9. Wait, right?
I
It says
think
plus
it's-
my spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh, so that's just your
I'm
wisdom.
not your dad.
So it's
Just
all
my
those,
wisdom?
all those
Okay.
plus your wisdom.
Okay, so 25.
25 fucking damage.
Nice. Nice.
On a bonus action, what's your action, sir?
Yeah.
Can you close the gap? Can you get in there and get some melee on
I
that?
can't close the gap, but I'm going to do Sacred Flame for my.
So that is an action. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
The
Beautiful.
Holy War Cleric.
They do that.
Ooh, that's not so good.
That's
Okay. 9, 18.
18. Ooh. You think you found a soft spot, but you didn't.
Dang it.
But you're feeling like you're getting like, ooh, I think I found a soft spot. You're getting close.
Okay.
You hit the armor, you just didn't penetrate. All right, that ends Job. We have Stoff next.
I'm gonna down one of my great healing potions.
Okay.
And
How many hit points are you gonna get for that? That's your action.
What a way I
2d8,
Get
correct?
3 of that.
That sounds really high because most of the time
Hopefully it'll
greater
hit you
healing
this time,
potions
too,
are still a
instead
number
of,
of
like,
D4 plus 8.
Anybody else? Yeah, they feel like I'm.
Oh yeah,
perhaps.
they've changed it for.
They
It's
nerfed
25
potions
now,
pretty
and
bad
it's
and made them
28
hell of
armor class.
expensive.
My hit points is 71.
I think I have the stats for.
Yeah, but I have. I mean, you'll probably miss me. Like that's the thing.
Hopefully.
Because I have 25 in sleep.
Yeah, I'm running off 3.5 on healing potions, so don't ask me.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll just look it up.
That won't take your
40,
action,
44 plus 4.
So it means not casting a spell. Well, actually, you have the quicken staff, so you can use a charge to sling a spell.
Yeah, I was
And,
just gonna
Spiritual weapon.
do armor.
Hits, man.
I mean, if you go down, you're just gonna go down. So we get
48. Yeah.
Yeah. And since you cast it at a higher
44
level,
plus
you can
4.
just keep doing it as your bonus
If you're-
action.
If
Yeah.
you
All
only
those fucking
use
D8s.
your
Yeah,
super
it's
rare,
a great
only
spell as
gets
long
a
as you remember to
charge
use your
per
bonus
day.
action every time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
so
like
there's
now
two
you're within
charges
melees.
left.
Melee
Use it
attack.
for
Do you get a
something
bonus attack
Fucking
yet?
heavy.
I do for my war priest
Level
bonus action, I get
6.
4.
Oh, it takes your bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
that's
how you
attack
use that
level
stuff.
But you can do your melee attack and then use your bonus action with your 48
So check.
freaking
Fireball.
Right. I can
Like
do divine
spell.
strike
Let
with
it
for
down.
1d8 as well.
Deals 1d6 for each spell
Okay.
above
So I can
30.
do that on my main
So
attack. Hit with my
it starts out at
So
8d6,
spiritual weapons gonna
so you
do
can
more
level
than
that
that.
up to
Yeah.
6,
Nice.
which would be 11d6.
All right.
fire damage.
We're who's up?
That's
Yo,
me.
bitch.
Okay.
What is?
So what's the healing on the potion?
So it's 44
44
plus 4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, I see a 4.
7.
12 plus 4, 16.
16 HP.
That's
Puts
pretty
you
good.
at
That's pretty good.
25.
All right, and then are you gonna sling a spell with your
Yeah,
staff?
I'm gonna cast Fireball at a 6th level spell slot.
Holy hell! Okay.
11d6.
Yeah,
Wow.
D6.
Make a dex save at, I believe 17.
Yeah, I think we're at 17.
No, the enemy.
Yeah, it's 17.
17 exactly makes a save.
Oh shit. Well, it's half damage. That's fine.
Yeah, it's still a shit ton of
Three, four,
damage.
six,
Like
eight.
on the high end, it could be like 70 plus hit points.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
70 plus.
Like on the high.
So that is 10, 20, 26, 30, 35.
35. Divide that in half, rounding down.
15.
17, 18.
Good
It's
catch.
8.
I
It's
yeah,
17. 17.
wasn't catching. Yeah, you can have those for now.
Yeah. It would be 17.5.
And Dragon is noticeably phased now, and
Dragon.
begins to
Lower.
maybe not be so high in the air. Not a happy looking dragon. Little fringed around the edges. The glimmer of its scales has dulled
Yeah, he's
slightly.
probably shaking in his boots, seeing me, my nice shiny armor.
Tar, it is your turn.
So how high up is
Yeah,
it?
and you.
So
Stabbing him
I'm gonna
up.
say 80-foot ceiling. Now probably about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. So I'm 10 foot tall, and I have a 10-foot reach. Can I poke him?
So I guess I'll just do some.
You could do like some punching damage, like
That's my only attack. So
punch it in the foot. Well, I'd let you throw boulders. You can throw boulders. It's within 30 feet, so you could throw it at straight up.
Yeah,
You
but I
strength
get
as your
2 slime
modifier.
attacks.
But imagine drilling out of the ground, flying into the air, and punching it.
Yeah, so we're gonna go 30 feet.
Yep.
I don't really like in front.
Oh, you're
Actually,
underground.
Your drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens!
So it's gonna be your action to make that jump.
No, I don't need to jump. I'm just gonna come out of the air.
That's what I'm saying. You're having
Believe
to
in the
travel
me
20
that
feet.
believes in
You moved
you!
30 feet. You've already consumed your movement.
Best line ever.
So you're underneath it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, so you're underneath it. That's it.
I'm
So
under the ground.
yeah, so you don't.
Well, I'll go outside. That's only 20 feet. So then I use my 10 feet to.
get up at it to travel the 10
Yeah.
feet because you're underground.
I see what you're saying. So I have
Yeah.
to move my height to get out.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not like getting up from prone, but it's like if you're gonna take advantage of being okay. I did Earth Stride. I'm underground.
Yeah,
It's like okay,
that
then
makes
you're
sense.
moving.
I
You're
have
moving
to
your
move
height
an
to get
additional.
out.
Cause I'm McLarge huge.
Let's do this.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So
So 2 hits.
yeah, slime attack.
Click, clack, slam them.
It's like
Right, so
plus
we got-
7 to hit. pretty
Plus
dope.
8 to hit.
Oh, hot damn!
So 2 strikes with plus 8 to hit. Ooh. Oh, I got a. Gonna be a 13 and then a natty 1.
A natty 1 plus 8, so
No.
So-
it's a nat 1.
You burst up out of the ground. It's like, whiffer,
Miss.
whiffer.
Yeah.
But like you feel like you're getting close.
I tried.
It's like, ooh, did I touch a scale? Nope.
Yeah.
DM didn't even do a crit miss.
You punch yourself in the nuts.
I mean, I kind of deserve it. It would be the second time.
I don't know. I don't want anybody to die tonight.
I can 2d8 plus 5
This is a
myself.
fun fight.
It's
Right?
half.
Everybody's feeling good?
It's half.
All right. So, Ronnie, you are
Yeah, it's
still...
bludgeoning.
I'm sorry. All right. So, before we start your turn, did you make an attack at disadvantage on your turn when you were
I
frightened?
made them for long range.
Okay. So, anyway, I forgot to have you do... Unfrightened.
disadvantages.
No, I want you to
Wisdom.
do a no. I want you to do a unfrightened save. At the end of your turn, you get to make a save.
I rolled a 3. It didn't happen.
Okay. All right. And Ronnie, after your turn, you get to make a save.
Unless for some
Well, I
reason
just
it's
think I can
Constitution
about-
and a +9 to that would help.
No.
But if
No.
it's probably Wisdom.
No,
So,
it's wisdom
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
she's-
bad.
yeah.
It's
It sounds bad.
yeah, it's a 5. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Damn.
Ronnie.
Ronnie, here's your turn. Yes, it's a DC 17 to be not scared. Be ye not afraid.
Okay. I want to cast Fireball at level 5.
Deep black.
Okay. Level
So-
5 fireball dexterity saving throw.
10d6.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes it's still half damage.
Yeah.
Roll them beautiful d6s.
10d6, all 6s. Full box cars. Roll a
Don't use
60.
yours. Fuck yours.
It's possible.
Yeah.
That's 6. 10.
That's 10.
Alright. You counted for it. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, that's some ones.
Yeah, there's some else.
Oh, everybody wants to know, Dragon did not get its breath weapon back
3,
this round.
4,
Dragon did not get its breath weapon back.
That
My dragon.
Very lucky.
6,
What do you mean by breath weapons?
20,
Breath weapon. It's one of the
25,
mini
27.
weapons. It hasn't even made a multi-attack yet.
27?
A what?
A multi-attack.
That would be 27,
We'll
Joel,
hopefully do that.
27
for
damages
13.
for 13. When we reach half damage, we say bloodied, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the thing now.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm
That's bloodied? I always thought bloodied was like, he's fucked up, bro.
Half damage is
That's
half
pretty.
half alive.
I'd be a little worried.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, so
It's
I'd be
like
scared.
weary,
Oh, yeah.
bloodied,
No.
and then
I'm so scared.
Very bloody.
Jumbo, outside of
Looking
character,
real bad.
fucked
since I
up.
only have like 3 hits on this turn.
Near death.
so
Yeah.
It looks
it's
like he's on the
so you
Wait,
get if you use your attack action and your bonus action to attack, you can do potentially 6 attacks in one go. But if you use your bonus action for something other than attacking, then you can attack 3 times still.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's attack, extra attack because level 12.
Are you a barbarian?
No, I'm a
Fighter.
Is it attack, extra attack, plus because she's dual wielding
Yeah.
for a 4th attack?
Bonus action is the 4th attack, and then
Oh, okay.
action surge
It's
brings
the
it up
2.
to
2 more.
it's. I'm not.
It's 6 total.
Do you need
Yeah.
scratches? What do you for
What?
things?
It gets
Is
hairy.
it currently your turn, Rose?
It will be.
So we
'Cause I'm
just
at fighter.
dragon.
we just had Brawny, so it is the Lair's turn.
Yeah.
The layers.
The
Oh,
Lair action.
That's a good with the short ones.
Okay, so 11th, you get your second extra attack, so you have 3 attacks plus your dual wielding attack as a basic action, so four full attacks with full bonuses.
Yeah.
Because of her perk, she gets full bonuses
Yeah.
on the full gambit.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so it's attack, bonus action, attack,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
So
then
you-
if you do an action surge, 3 more attacks.
Okay, so that's 7.
Well, you
Yeah.
you have a dog foot.
Yeah. So you
swinging
you
over
still went up. You went from 6 to 7.
Crush it.
She's
All right.
Okay.
But check it out. If you use your action surge, specifically,
I'm only gonna
that
do
gives you an extra
bonus.
action, and the action if you take the attack action, you get 4 more attacks.
Okay.
So you could potentially take 8 attacks. It's just fucking.
I can't do that because I
Fucking
already used my
absurd.
action surge. I think.
Oh, you already used your action
I
I
surge?
believe
need.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can only use
The
it
cloud.
once per short rest.
So I'll get 4 this round. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, technically every round now.
Is this a 20-foot radius?
It looks like 20 foot.
See, corner.
Is that 20 foot radius?
10, 15, 20. It's a 20-foot diameter. So this is, it's actually a scotch small, but I think you guys get the idea. Everybody's covered in that. So a cloud of sand comes swirling up from the ground, affecting this area. I don't think I need to leave that there.
Garon and you guys need to get out of there.
It just makes it like rough terrain.
I will get into the finer details of that. I just had to do that because that's my job. So a cloud of sand swirls up from the ground with a 20-foot radius. Each creature can be seen by the dragon. Therefore, it will make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be blinded for 1 minute.
Oh shit.
You can repeat your saving throw at the end of each turn. So very much like a frightful presence, but now you're also going to be blind.
DC what? saving
15 con.
Plus 9.
You got that.
Oh fuck! I rolled a 2. That's an 11.
Oh, so you are scared and blind.
Oh,
Poor Giron.
jeez.
Plus what?
So now everything's at double disadvantage essentially. So you're just still at disadvantage.
I wouldn't be able to target it to shoot if I'm blinded.
Wait, Amber,
So-
did you roll for your like unfrightened?
Oh yeah, I'm so frightened.
Okay, and your con save?
Let's see here. Yeah, 12.
12. And unfortunately you are
Wizards
also
are
blinded.
getting wrecked back here.
I got 18.
You are not blinded. Yeah, you're fine, just fine. So because of your shortness, you actually missed the bottom of this dust devil that came up out of the ground.
Beautiful.
It immediately dissipated.
Is this a magical effect?
It's a Lair effect, and yeah, it's magical.
Okay.
It's in a tornado underground. Come on.
Yeah. It's a good assumption to make.
Yeah. All right. Cool. That is it for the Lair.
So, you do have maneuvers that would allow you to, say, add your superiority die to your damage, or I believe add your superiority die to, well, there's a good handful of things here.
I have a whole bunch, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you cannot disarm, but you could maybe.
I don't have this one. Oh, no, I do.
No, because claws can't
Yeah.
disarm.
But yes, it is your turn, and then we've got Giron on deck as well. So you could perhaps cast a spell on yourself to give yourself advantage on your saving throws at the end of your turn. Something? I don't know. And then after that,
So there's the evasive footwork. You could, during your attack action, roll your superiority die and add that to your AC for the round. Which it currently
is
is a
that?
D10.
Which one is that? What?
That's evasive footwork.
I do have that.
Yeah, so... Caca! So you take your normal 4 attacks,
And
and then
use that
use evasive
superiority die.
footwork for a D10 to your added to your AC.
Okay.
yeah. So it's like the monk doing the I spend a key point and do.
Except way better because monks are trash.
But yeah, they
Monks are
say
awesome,
they take
Why would you
like
pick
the defensive pose or
Sounded
whatever.
What would a wisdom
Okay,
saving
maybe
throw be?
that's because
for
druids are
this attack?
OP.
Because
And-
it doesn't tell me on here.
It's your
There's been some
it's your
mercy.
DC, so it's
Okay.
8 plus whatever plus.
Okay. Con or proficiency.
So it's like 12 or 13
Okay.
or whatever. What was I think I wrote it down, but I should have wrote it down. What is her DC? What is her save DC? It's 8 plus her proficiency plus con.
8 plus proficiency plus con. So
What is this in relation
5.
to?
She has a DC that I have to make for her shit, but she doesn't know it off the top of her head, so I'm gonna write it down.
For what ability?
Her
Menacing
shizbam.
attack.
It's her.
What?
Menacing attack.
She has a DC. It's
Oh, so you're using menacing instead of the evasive footwork?
Yeah.
and it's her casting.
And I
Like she
have
has a
6.
casting on.
Or no, yeah, I have 6 superiority dice, so I can still do it.
Yeah, you can do.
So
both,
what
yeah.
is your
What's my
what is
DC?
your proficiency in your con? That's what I need.
Proficiency in con. My
Menacing
con is,
attack. You add the superiority die to the
So plus
attacks. Okay.
Okay.
Hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die. You add
14.
the superiority die to the damage. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. It just says wisdom
Yeah,
saving throw.
but it's against her DC, which is her.
On a failed save, it's frightened.
Yeah,
So,
so she-
let me
she
look
has a-
back at combat superiority.
She has a DC.
Saving throws, that would be 8 plus proficiency plus strength or dex, your choice.
Okay, so
So-
she has a +5. Because it's her
Plus
strength.
5 plus 4 for proficiency,
So it's 17.
17. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
we have gotten to the bottom of it. And then your breath weapon.
My
And you
best weapon?
also,
Uh,
did you add the d10 damage in addition because
Oh,
of
no.
menacing attack?
So roll a d10.
Which one's that again?
Okay, I rolled a save. So I rolled a natty 10, but it's probably
That's a
plus a
9.
fucking lot.
Because it's wisdom in this
So
dragon.
plus 9 damage.
Plus 9 damage.
Okay. So do I take the damage either way?
Glad I buffed
Tom.
you and let you run
Does he
in.
take the damage either way, or does he have to make some?
You take the damage either way. It's the extra effect that doesn't happen on the saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, made the save at 17 exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so tell me about that damage one more time.
It was 9.
Plus,
Nine.
what was the first one?
The first one?
Because fighters just add superiority dice to shit.
I haven't rolled my other dice yet.
Alright, so 9 plus.
One.
No, you don't roll a d20 for
What
your
am I
damage.
rolling then?
Didn't you hit it to do that?
You're rolling d8s.
D8.
Plus strength.
Oh,
and
you're doing 4 attacks, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so 9
It
for
depends
one.
on the weapon too. So you get 3 attacks with one of your weapons
Yeah.
and 1 attack with
With
another.
another weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't add the damage from that attack. That was just your superiority dice.
Oh, okay.
So roll your d8 plus your 5.
8.
Plus 5.
I rolled a 3. 3 more of these?
Yeah, 3 more attacks.
Okay.
Did she make all 4 attacks? Did you make all
I'm
4
doing it right
attacks?
now.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the second attack.
17.
I'll step off.
17's a miss.
That's worse. That's worse. And that 20.
That 20's a hit. And go ahead and just double your dice.
Oh, double my D8 or
Double your d8s. Just the dice though, not your modifiers.
okay.
So you roll 1d8, so you roll 2d8 damage.
Plus 5 on each.
Okay. 12 for one, 7 for the other.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
So it's not added the modifiers. It's just the 2 dice plus your strength and
Yeah, there was
whatever.
definitely
So
Okay.
a hefty
So
clap
how many
in there
total?
that just never made
12
its way
total.
out.
12 total. All right.
Had,
And
like
next
a
attack.
third piercing
Or wait, you already-
there
is that all
got
4?
infected.
That was the last.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. That's a
On
lot
both
of
sides,
freaking
this
damage.
side's not
That's
so bad.
Pretty
29 damage.
amateur
Yeah,
piercer,
this side's not bad.
but
But this side's-
yeah.
did that?
Is he bloody?
It's
But
getting pretty
she,
fucked up.
everything was clean. It was just she pierced it and then pulled it out and did it again.
If you want your ears pierced, just ask me. Just
Well, she works at a tattoo shop, but it was her first client. So
sorry. I'll do it for free. Okay. Just,
Super simple.
I have a piercing gun. Just
no, take the gun.
All right.
no, it's
Dragon is not looking super happy. In fact, looking
It's not
super
curly, it's
sad.
Got a potato and a leather ball.
So Giron, you are blinded and frightened in the corner.
And I cast Dispel Magic on
Uh,
whatever effect is blinding me.
You are no longer blinded.
Sick. Was it...
So,
is it like same effect that's frightening me, or...
no,
layered
you're frightened by the frightening presence of El Dragon.
Okay.
But if it's the end of your turn, you can make that save.
So I've got some other things.
Okay. You got something else brewing with that action or bonus action?
I got a bonus action and move action, and I can't move closer, correct?
Correct,
of
because you are
fear.
frightened.
Fuck.
Super scared.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Okay.
I'm gonna make that save and end my turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I feel like I should have something for this, but.
You don't have like a.
Wisdom save again, so 10
Yeah.
didn't make it.
Ah, damn!
Still afraid.
Still scared. Alright.
Scared. Get your shit together.
It is now the dragon's turn. And the dragon. Who all's up there? We got Rosalind. You're still not in range, huh?
Whoa.
He won't be.
Not yet.
Not yet. Dude,
Not yet?
I can only go 30 feet.
Yeah. Alright, cool. And you're an elemental, so you're okay for me to beat up on a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's have a good time.
Well, he's not gonna beat up on me. Fuck you, dragon.
Dragon's gonna do multi-attack at those folks that are nearest by.
I hate this
Because
dragon.
that's
I want
what
it to hit me
dragons
so
do.
bad.
Do we do
It
it
wants to hurt
save?
you so bad.
Dude, I want it to hurt me so bad.
Alright, so right off the bat, it's gonna make a bite attack at Rosalind, who's just been carving chunks out of it.
Yeah.
And
Make that AC.
Is there a save or anything?
no, this is just full on. I'm gonna bite your head off, and rolls a natural 18 plus a lot to hit.
Okay,
So it's a 30
that's
to
fine.
hit.
Totally fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and then you're gonna just take some damage, and then it'll be all right. Everything's gonna be fine.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be totally fine. Okay. Need another regular one of these. There we go. Yeah, correct. Okay. 16 piercing damage.
Piercing?
Piercing.
Hang on.
You have mithril.
Yeah, I've missed one. 16 divided by 5, so it's 8.
Dude, mithril has piercing damage?
Does she have piercing resistance
Mithril.
with the mithril?
Which resistance? Is
Really, it just fucks with skill disadvantages
it? Oh, okay.
and weight of the armor itself, as well as dexterity that can be
Never
added
mind.
to
You
the
take
AC.
16. I'll double that. You take 32.
No, it's not double.
Just
Alright. And
64?
Tar's up there, so Tar's gonna get a double claw attack.
Yeah. I'm prepared. I have a armor class of 17.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, natural 18, natural 19.
Those hit. Those
Okay.
definitely.
Even with your +2 or whatever from the leather armor that shapeshifts with
Oh,
you?
sweet. Yeah, I do have.
Yeah. Yeah. You're an earth elemental in leather armor that I
Wait,
specifically
I
crafted
expended my
for you.
superiority die
Thanks,
for
buddy.
evasive as well. I had 6 of
Yes,
them.
thank you, buddy.
I would have been at 37. Or
Okay.
he would not have hit me. My AC was higher.
You did you do the fancy footwork? How many
I have
superiority
6
die is she
superiority
allowed to spend at a turn?
I'm
Let's.
pretty sure it's 1 per turn.
No.
Okay, so you can't. And then you
I
didn't
could
tell
be
me.
wrong.
You
It's
told me
not.
I hit, and now you're telling me you
Hang
did.
on.
So you can use it on your next turn, but like you told me I hit, and now you're telling me I didn't. Like that makes me feel uncomfortable.
That's alright. I'm just telling you that I had evasive footwork on.
I'm about to do the same because I have a +1. Only
Somewhere
one of those remains.
No, those are the natural rolls. It's +12.
Oh, plus, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well,
so it'd be 30 and 31.
I don't even know I'm reading anything. Let's hit.
So right up. And you're gonna take slashing damage.
Yes, I am. I have resistance against.
Okay, so
Oh
that's,
yeah, it actually doesn't say any upper limit
Yeah.
on the number
have
of
5 of them.
superiority dice you can use in a turn. So technically, she
You just
she
recharge
could have
them at
used
long rest.
evasive footwork when she moved. Oh, you have to use it when you move.
Oh,
so
when
if
we
you take a
move.
5-foot step.
Okay. Well,
Right
it
there,
yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you
it
can use it.
didn't,
You can
but-
use it on your next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So evasive footwork is when you move, and the other
Yeah.
one is when you attack.
And I would also suggest probably evasive or fancy footwork or whatever it's called is so that you don't take a reaction attack. Like so you're leaving the attack range. So you add that to your AC when they go to make their attack of opportunity, perhaps. So, all right.
It,
Not
it
bad.
would, but potentially up somewhere between 1 and
You could
10
skim the
bonus
thread.
AC for the round.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
groovy.
How much you
So
take?
you're gonna take 13. 13 slashing damage.
Total?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Divided by half, so is that.
Oh yeah, because you're a rock,
Around.
so you get half damage. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, good for you.
Ouchie.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you harder next time. I rolled really low.
Thank you, sir. May I
No,
please
sorry.
have another?
Yeah. All right.
then
And Dragon doesn't really feel like moving. Feeling some love up in this pit. Kind of waiting for a cleric to get here.
Dude!
Running out of hit points, bro.
I'm
Running
coming,
out of hit
bro. I'm
points.
coming.
Oh, it's
We'll
your
be there
turn.
this round.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, run me right up in there, baby.
Yeah, come at me, bro.
Oh,
Come at me.
Oh, dude.
Come at me,
Oh,
bro.
man. When you
All right,
use that-
wait, so what, your AC is 23?
Whoa,
25.
What?
Fuck
Wait,
yeah. You're
you,
so gay.
you have 30 movement, right?
Yeah.
So you can move another 5, 10, 15 and flank it.
Like it.
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Hella flank.
Okay, all your attacks are at advantage if they're melee. And we should put a coin on or something for your spiritual weapon so that you don't forget to use it.
No, I'm going
Yes.
to use it right now. Does it get advantage too?
You can only take
is it
advantage
flanking?
once.
Because you can move it on your bonus action. You can move it 20 or whatever feet also.
So can I put it in a flanking position?
You could attempt to do that.
I
Because
would
it was
like to-
directly in front of it, so yeah, there you go.
I would like to
That's-
do that.
So now it's right next to you and you both are flanking with your melee homies right there.
Sweet.
Alright.
Alright, 17 plus 9.
That's a hit.
Yes! Alright. Where are these again?
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
11, 10, 21 plus 5, 26.
26.
Oh yeah.
Hot damn.
Alright, and then I'm gonna hit it with my weapon.
Let me do some maths here. This is heavy, dude. This is not looking. This is one sad looking dragon beast here now all of a sudden.
Maybe I should use something strong.
Just bear in mind if you do an AOE, you've got homies on the other side. It's only so large.
I will.
Ninja.
Right? Pretty good. That dex saving throw, though.
All right. While Job is thinking about that stuff, bear in mind you are up next, where he's got a little bit going on still, and after Stoff, it's Tar.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna try casting Inflict Wound on him.
Okay, so that's a
From-
melee spell attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it from a 3rd level.
Okay. So it's D10s, I believe. You had a clear yellow one.
That's the one I edited. So this one, okay. I'll send you the other 3.
Well, here, use this one
The ones I just.
for the time being.
Sorry. Alright. Yeah, so it's
It's not
3d10
here.
plus
We'll just get you another one.
2, so it's 4d10. No, 5d10.
You can potentially.
How many more do you need?
78.
I'll just roll this.
I got.
Or for the
How many is
same
that?
thing, you could do
3.
10d6.
Oh, I still have more.
The 10d6 has higher averages than the 78.
8 plus 5? What's that?
Fireball.
8 plus 5.
5th level fireball
is
instead of the
13.
5th level chromatic orb.
13, so 18.
18. Roll one more. 7. 25. Very nice. Holy shit. No joke, just did 51 damage in a single turn.
God damn, dude.
Crush your natives!
Yeah.
Smashed.
Oh!
This is an attack as opposed
Yeah,
to
that's some shit.
fireball.
Just no joke.
Yeah, like that's why it's like, do you realize like why I have to be able to
I
do
don't
like
know
a
what
70-foot
the
line of
AC
damage
You
against
will
you
get
guys?
a
Holy
plus
shit.
9
You guys get to do that 6 times to my 3 with a
Yeah.
dragon with a lair.
because it'll be.
Alright, that said,
Well, Job's OP.
Stoff, you are up.
You never know. Like I was slinging plus 10s and didn't hit. It was a disadvantage.
Mine are like
Well,
So
let's go for it. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Sounds like a good
Level
time.
5.
Okay, what does that do?
that will do 3d8 plus 4d8 for the level ups, d6 on a successful ranged spell attack. So that's a d20 plus 9 against this AC.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
range spell attack.
12.
21.
21's a hit. Alright, so you're gonna roll how many d8
6
or
or
d6?
78.
7d8, that sounds like a blast.
1, 2.
What kind of damage is this gonna be from this
3.
chromatic orb?
Oh, this is fire.
Fire
Or
damage is.
acid.
Fire's definitely not been nerfed.
5. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5,
These are
6.
acid.
True, very true.
7.
If you're using
Yeah, it's 7
light,
right there.
Yeah.
It would be immune. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, thank you. You just recharged my batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely no lightning.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna do.
Oh,
I'm gonna do fire.
Yeah.
So that's 15, 30,
Ooh,
38.
Ouch.
Plus 3 is 41.
and
Shit.
the dragon falls prone but not dead.
So check it out. You have 1 charge
Dude,
left.
wait.
You
We
could
gotta
just do
ask
that
where
right
its horn is before we
We
slay
can find
it.
it. We can find it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Its horn was what was originally.
Horde, not its horn.
Horde.
uh,
The
horde.
horde underneath it, probably.
We can do that next session, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cast Fireball with my quick staff
Okay,
again.
At level 5 for 10d6.
Yeah.
okay.
Do it. Time to kill this thing.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dex saving throw 17.
6.
So that's 10,
Is it resistant against this?
20,
Not fire.
30,
Not resistant
40.
to fire.
So that's 40 if it makes it 20.
either way, down. 0 hit points.
We did
Wow, guys.
it. We did it.
Oh,
Kill
fire,
the
fire!
Burn, burn.
And I kind of fire, fry. I
Okay,
kind of
so,
see it just drop to the floor, and kind of look down and see that I'm shaking a little bit, but it's like in a certain harmonic rhythm because I'm a
Yeah.
warforged.
Yeah.
Slightly turned on by this little.
All right.
It's
So
because I was scared. I was-
dragon is down. It is Tar's turn.
How'd that fall? Oh.
But it did not ring.
Tar, what are you gonna do? The dragon has fallen down, prone.
Yeah, I guess I'll just smash it twice.
Okay. Make your attacks at advantage.
Here's number 1 plus 8. That's 24.
It's a hit.
Okay, and let's see. That's 2d8 plus 5. 5. 15.
And you feel ribs crush in, and there's like a compound fracture of the chest, and your fist like penetrates the scales there where it's been getting just worked and soft. And confident that perhaps a rib has punctured this like gigantic creature's heart.
Are we to assume
I think
combat's
he's
over
done.
here?
Well, I unfortunately have to maintain tension because there's still things that can happen.
Should I double tap?
The meta of it is the lair continues for more meta, 4 more rounds.
Damn.
So like shit may fall out of the ceiling, lightning may arc across the room.
Well, if I'm gonna
Like certain D20 odds of a sinkhole to just appear.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm gonna hunker down by the. I don't really want to drop these.
Can us 3 arcane mages get together and do like a fucking weird ass little circle of dispel magic on that and triple dispel fucking.
Make a Arcana check at make a Arcana check at disadvantage.
He's like, I don't want.
Oh,
4
a
rounds.
disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage.
15.
Oh,
15.
wow.
You get a feeling that with your magical powers combined, you might be able to invent something to like dispel this Lair's like semi-consciousness.
I'm just gonna say, quick, stuff, Brawny, on me.
Okay, and it's actually Brawny's
If he
turn
teleports off, I'm gonna be bummed.
because Tar double tap. So Brawny, it's your turn.
I guess I'll run over there with that.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
and we're gonna have a Lair action.
Is the lair evil? Can't that just dispel evil?
It's what level
It's an
spell is
evil
it?
dragon. It's a 5th level spell.
Make a wisdom check.
Dragons are evil.
Yeah.
16 plus 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
With him dispelling evil and us 3 dispelling magic, me at level 4 and both of them at level 5.
need it.
Can
So
we?
you all get together. You all get together and like create some mojo and dispel the somewhat residual life essence of this dragon that has cursed and permeated this cavern. And
The open
That was awful.
everybody make a perception check.
15.
Same.
What is that?
Tar, perception check.
I'm noticing that Rosalind's feeling a little uneased by us killing a dragon that.
17.
14.
super innocent aggressor of the Empire.
No, that's not the reason why. That's not the reason.
I'm standing right next to her.
All right. Anybody higher than a 17 on their perception check?
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Okay.
Why not?
Oh, okay. Fine.
Actually, Tar, everybody feels
20.
a little bit of unease. And you feel a little bit of unease, but also hear like a faint echo of a horn, but you don't know exactly where it came from.
I'm gonna grab my cup out and point that way.
I'm gonna approach the carcass of the dragon with a pair of pliers and a small adamantine pry that's just like, maybe like that, and start grabbing onto scales and prying them off and putting them in a patch.
Make medicine checks.
I don't want to
I'm not
harvest its
using them for
organs
medicine.
and eyes and teeth.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
you're trying to
literally
extract whole, like, I mean, do you have, like, butchery?
So check it out.
Field dressing?
Leather workers, tools, proficiency, herbalism, fucking wood carvers, tinkerers, thieves' tools.
Really? No, like, anatomy, medicine, butchery,
I have none of that really exists.
nature.
I have nature.
Okay.
I have a red dragon scale and tooth. Do you want to try and cram that in there? And...
Dude, I want to harvest literally everything.
Switch
that's
them,
possible.
see what happens.
That's a 19.
Yeah.
Horns,
If you're looking for a
eyes,
nature check, it's a 19. If you're
19
looking
toes.
for
Okay,
any,
yeah, you
Yeah.
fairly proficiently like start harvesting
Yeah.
pieces of the
but
dragon.
also have double proficiency with any of the tools I'm proficient with, so actually it's a 23. So, you know, it's like I'm stripping scales off this dragon. That's
all right,
what's
and
happening
you go for it. Make a medicine check.
I'm literally
or
just
something like
trying
that.
to harvest everything I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
are
you know,
you're a cleric? Are
dragon
you
stomach's
proficient in
gotta be
medicine?
worse,
What have you got? I want to
I
know.
actually am proficient in medicine.
Yeah, so go for it. Roll medicine.
Oh god. 12.
So maybe I'm like popping
so
them
he's
off with
popping
such
scales,
speed
right?
that they're
You're going
just
for some
like
fangs. You want to get
shooting
some
off
teeth out.
So we're
and-
just
And
grabbing
you're
them
prying on like
Yeah, like-
one of the
Okay,
large
you
like
got it.
incisors,
I need an eye for you,
canine
you got
type
some.
teeth.
Yeah.
It's a big old fucking fang,
Can I also
and you
get
actually kind of
eyes?
break it off. But you got yourself
See the
a
points
broken
of the
dragon
earrings? That'd
fang.
be fun.
Can I get its
don't know why, but
eyes
it looks
too?
fun.
Make another medicine check.
Okay.
We can make some.
Oh
cool
god,
stuff out of
that one.
bone.
You kind of just stab it in the eye.
Dang it, ruined it.
You ruined AI. Like just for fun, one more roll.
Come on.
Like you got to do something.
Oh my god, this 4 plus 9.
So like you're trying to harvest like a claw, and you just like hack like a toe off, and
Dude,
it's
I
like
want a
your
toe.
lucky dragon toe.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. You love it.
I do want
You
a
suck
toe.
so bad.
Oh, look at my
All right, what else are you trying to harvest? So you got scales like a fool, like
Yeah, like
pick a
toss
number of
them out,
scales,
like,
and yeah, you're like scaling a fucking fish.
Really, I just wanted the scales, but I kind of scowl at him ruining the dragon eye. But
Dude,
There's
it wasn't
another
my
eye.
fault.
There's 2 eyes.
Like, you know, but he totally just like stabbed one, like, oh.
I was trying to get it. I got pretty good.
He was trying to pry it out with a fang, he
Yeah.
fucking broke off his
And
face.
I am proficient in medicine. That was the check I was doing. And it's
Garon like takes a pair of forceps and lifts both eyelids and cuts them with an adamantine
That's bullshit. He has to do a
scalpel.
check on that one, man.
Okay, roll it for me.
Leatherworkers check. 29.
Yeah,
Wow,
you deftly
stupid.
remove the eyeball, use it for whatever, make something
Yeah,
up.
I've got a
God bless
dragon's
you.
eye, some
Yeah.
dragon scales, and some
Yeah.
fucking dragon.
Yeah. All right, who's investigating the lair?
I'm kind of trying to find the horn or the horn noise. So I'm gonna pull out my cup and see if that opal dragon has gone away.
So it's no longer flaring like it was before.
So okay.
But now the eyes are lit, like in a direction.
I suggest you take some of this dripping dragon blood and put it in that goblet.
I take his.
Or you
suggestion.
hand it to me and never think about it ever again.
That's not happening, and you know that. I'm gonna grab the gauntlet and take his advice, but I'm still gonna go try to find where that horn is coming from.
So it's indistinct. Like there was no direction to it. It wasn't.
No, I
that
know, I'm
you
walking around.
rolled. So the eyes remain lit, fixated in a direction. So you turn the cup, and the different eyes, light up to kind of.
Do I know what direction that may be?
Roll an intelligence check, unless you have like nature or something better.
I have Constitution, that's all that's
Yeah,
better.
no.
Yeah, so I got a 17.
Yeah, so you're pretty confident it's like kind of a north by northeast, give or take,
Okay.
Yeah, you put some dragon blood in the cup, and you have some dragon blood in the cup.
I was hoping that would do something
Yeah.
special, but
It's worth it.
Worth a
yeah.
It's already kind of a compass.
I just,
Yeah.
I just
What else?
dump it. Because
Like
it didn't do anything.
Giron, just the Asperger's in me. That is still valuable. Dragon blood.
It's gonna like scrape up the dirt or
No,
dump down.
like you guys, like potentially, if you had something to put it in, you could harness
I have two
easily a
bottles.
gallon of dragon blood and like a dozen fudging scales at least.
I literally only have 2 vials.
Okay, yeah.
I
So you
didn't do
can-
one of my 5 water
You got a
skins.
couple vials of dragon blood. All right. Anything else? So nobody's investigating this here chamber here.
I think we should.
Dragon stomach.
You want to cut out dragon stomach?
Yeah.
Do I notice any loot, any boxes, any hoard?
Oh, would you like to make an investigation
I
check?
would like that. No, I kind of dropped that one.
Yeah, is there a
Are you
horde
still
that's sitting on?
a rock beast?
I am. Would I use my?
You can still use your own mind. It's your mind.
Yeah, I'm just way too busy breaking down this massive corpse
Plus
to.
That's a 14.
14.
So much
And you're doing like some
magical
earth striding around, and you find like a hollow pocket, like maybe where the dragon emerged from, like underneath what was just very recently your battlefield.
Is there a horde there?
And there's a bunch of motherfucking gems.
Oh yes.
Some gold, some platinum. Giron identified like some shiny lights like before you guys got into combat.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do a little more looking around for that, but there's some other stuff.
Oh, 13 investigation. Too busy focusing on that dragon.
So
body.
you find like a number of gems and coins like kind of depressed into and like
Yeah.
caught in between the scales of the dragon.
What
Yeah,
kind of
what's in its
gems?
stomach?
Because we can use them for like certain spell components. And
Yeah, so there are gems. Like, pick a variety. You kind of somebody make an Asperger's check for me.
Oh, I'm good at that. Nah, not so good. Not so good. Plus Asperger's even. That's 11.
15
15.
Asperger's.
Okay. Through observation of what is down here and like the small amount of coin, you get a feeling that it's the dandelion likes the jewels. Maybe not so much the actual precious metals and stuff.
So there's a shit ton of jewels out there.
There's a lot of fucking jewels.
Can we get like a monetary?
Okay, so
use?
all told, with a bunch of investigation checks and stuff, I'm gonna need a couple of high rolls
I rolled a 20
for
for it.
a 20 for your.
I did.
Okay.
Just because X amount of golden gems will
Yeah.
allow us to cast
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So specifically, there is like 9,000 gold worth of diamonds.
9,000?
9,000 gold.
Is that the extent of it?
That
Diamonds?
seems a
That's
little
the
low.
extent of diamonds.
No, that's
Okay.
Just
Just
Only.
diamonds.
Yeah.
There's more ghouls.
There's more.
Expecting this horde to be huge.
Beautiful.
Okay,
That's
someone
huge.
else write this down.
I
then we
am.
can
I've got
split
it.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So we've got the bookkeeper. All right. 9,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Got it.
Okay. 2,000 gold worth of rubies. 5,000 gold worth of emeralds.
Okay.
11,000 gold worth of sapphires and other assorted blue gems, like blue gems. Lots of
Got
those, numerous, large ones specifically. Also, like you could even say like of the 10,000, there's like 1,000 gold worth single like blue
Yeah.
gem.
Okay.
And then there's 15 pieces of platinum and 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
That's some loot.
Yeah, and like Giron, when you were going through like the scales and stuff, you actually found about 100 gold pieces worth of crap in that.
Oh yeah.
100.
All right,
like
so
actual dragon
Where's
lore?
its stomach?
oh,
Does that
is that
mean
gonna be
medicine
rare?
check.
100 gold
Come
worth of
on.
dragon crap.
So your 20 investigation.
Yes, 16
So you wander. So put yourself over closer to yourself there. So you wander over there where you thought you saw Giron kind of look like when he did his detect magic,
Mhm.
and you kind of dig around a little bit, and you find a small bird cage.
Can I investigate that too?
It's a bird cage.
Small for a bird cage or a small sized bird cage?
Small,
like it could fit
small,
fit
small
in
for a
the-
bird cage,
Oh,
like
okay.
a bird cage.
Okay. I don't find anything else around there.
Nope. Anybody else want to make like a I'm searching places other than this pit that Tar revealed through his earth striding.
I got 25 of medicine.
Oh, 25 medicine? You deftly begin to dissect this animal. And you identify like many organs within like
Can I harvest those?
you can harvest organs. You're gonna also have to like make some sort of, well, you're probably gonna have to talk to Giron about preserving them in some way. Otherwise, you're gonna have just a bunch of rotten shit in your backpack.
Yeah, better hope you got something to preserve this.
I got leather workers tools. I got the tannins, bruh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm like
Yeah.
pretty nothing. There's nothing much to me, you know, Job. I got much.
Alright.
If you need something
Can
made,
I just make
then
a
I'm
perception
your
check
guy.
to see
That's
if I
all.
notice anything else?
But I'm
on
harvesting these
investigation?
organs.
Out of
Yeah.
What?
Out of what?
The dragon.
Oh yeah, you start cutting them out, and I just like give you jars
21.
with like embalming
21.
fluid and shit, and like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Like,
you find yourself,
you and I are
pull
working
yourself
together
closer
on
to
this.
yourself there. So you find yourself over there, and you find
We're-
these.
We're gutting this dragon.
Yeah, dude, I did a great deed. I killed an evil
We're
demon.
straight up breaking it down.
Right. Alright.
Whew,
What is that?
that's handy, ain't it?
Bracers
Yeah.
of
That is. Thanks.
Well, would you look at that?
Believe it or not, that was a random pull.
bracers of the demon
That's comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
plus
In
2 AC
the stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with no shield.
No.
Yeah.
Still,
so
that's
you
comfy for a
again,
wizard.
you're fantastic
That'll
medicine
help.
check. We're gonna run with
Yeah.
that for a
Get you
while.
up there.
Just
I
died
know what
there.
treatment needed.
So you cut
Yeah.
you cut
Oh,
the,
yes,
the stomach
gorgeous.
open, and
Plus 2
Very
AC.
you
magical.
find inside
Just rando bracers.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
a bunch
It's a
of
shield
like,
without
rats,
wielding a shield.
like a bunch of fucking
Yeah.
rats.
Hurt.
Yeah.
And a few pieces of what might be like black dragonborn.
Which, you know,
Hmm.
bumps you to 15
That's
AC,
that guy
which is
from
good.
the Thieves Guild.
I do have a kite shield.
He went missing from
I have
it.
a +1 kite shield in my inventory.
He has things
She's a
going on.
wizard. She doesn't know how to use that.
And
I could have given it to.
Two?
A little bit of cactus. Like
No, Job
thorns and all.
has his shield,
Cactus?
Yeah.
but I enchanted it, so it's better
take
than
it back.
+1 kite shield now.
It was just some salad.
Because it's
But
plus
it-
one.
okay.
It's
Okay.
plus
Three,
one,
right?
No,
You,
it's,
you have the
it's-
contents of the
yeah.
stomach.
so this is plus
And like
one
while
on
you're
top
doing
of the
your,
plus
your dissection, you
but
find
as a
knockback.
reaction, you get knocked back. Yeah.
like
Could've knocked back
a
the dragon.
small iron dagger,
haven't you
but it
given that
wasn't
to
even like
Trev?
embedded in the scales. It was just like kind of
I
like
don't think about these things.
nestled. in
I just
between,
looked at
like,
my
a couple of
inventory.
scales. Like,
Also,
These things
why
are in
did
a
you
bag.
have the
It's a
plus
shitty
one
iron dash
Yeah.
shield?
Because I pulled
There's
it
like
off
no way
of
to
some
tell.
battle and gave Rosalind the armor.
There you go,
Yeah, because she doesn't use
okay,
a shield.
you wanted
No one
some
used
stuff.
a shield until him.
Huh?
You wanted some
So-
stuff.
And I forgot
Okay.
about it.
I
doing
actually
the
wanted to go
haversack.
look
That
around
makes
in
sense.
here, and I rolled a 20 for investigation
Okay.
again.
There's nothing over
Nothing through
there.
it.
Didn't keep
Yeah.
the
You can move
bird
yourself over there though. All right, Brawny, you were doing something. You going for some scales? You want some horns, some teeth, a tongue,
That shit's all accounted for.
some eyebrows.
No, I'm
No,
just
harvest
enjoying
not.
watching the show. These guys run around, popping scales off and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Job and I are just totally breaking this corpse.
Quick,
in.
steal anything we
We
can.
want everything, bro.
So he did like a fantastic medicine
We
check
want the
for like
meat, too.
exploring the body cavity, like the actual carcass cavity, not like its anus.
Did you physically get in there?
Which as a
He got in there.
as a male
Yeah,
dragon,
dude,
it
come
has like a single output and a penis.
Oh.
I harvest
Wow.
that penis and testicles.
It doesn't have external testicles. It's
I harvest the internal
It's
testicles.
in internal gonad/testes.
I
There
harvest it
are
all, dude.
some Gith that propose that the prostate of a dragon will, in fact, make them more fertile. This is worth its weight in gold.
I agree. That's why we're harvesting every part of this motherfucking dragon. Every part of the dragon
you need
is
to
worth
like do
bang.
some sort of enchanting check to make like a bag
Yeah.
of colding.
So check it out. Check. Okay,
Check
so
it out.
a bag of holding can only have oxygen for so many minutes, and I would drop literally all 4 of my infusions, including your shield, and I make 4 bags of holding. And I piece up this dragon, and it goes into all of 4 bags of holding.
What about bags of colding for preservative properties?
Well, so when it runs out of oxygen, it cannot continue rotting. Plus, I have salt because of leather workers' tools and tannins.
I have salt.
Yes,
Yeah.
oxygen is
As well
necessary
as
for
my
I also
herbalism
have
kit,
salt.
double professional.
Yeah.
I also have pepper.
So
But what about like rotting ox dick in a fucking bag of holding? You
Doesn't
can't.
rot.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
I want you
it's,
to have
it's
to build
because
a
of
refrigerator.
frequent
Time to
opening.
ban Warforged.
That's
No more
the
artificers.
frequent opening of the bag of holding is what caused it.
Yeah, but still, man.
It was so many times a day, so it was pretty much rotting in real time, like slightly slower,
So gay. So gay.
Would I know if there's like a door or
but really it's
pathway?
only 10 minutes of oxygen inside the bag of
Yeah,
holding.
so we deconstruct this
This
whole thing.
Which is why you can kill somebody by putting them in a bag of holding.
We
but
take its
still,
bones,
I
too,
want to
right?
make you have a refrigerator.
And also, I'm Garon, I don't have to breathe, so I'm just gonna use that exhaust fan and suck all the air out of the bag of holding and then fucking...
So gay.
Yeah, I'm a vacuum sealer, don't you worry about it.
I told you it's just a
You
tool.
created a
I
new
vacuum.
enchantment with your awesome blowjob skills. You created the bag of colding by creating a vacuum within a vacuum.
Yeah, I vacuum seal the astral planar fucking dimensional space wherein the dragon parts are preserved.
And the bones.
I do want to get all of that back to Tom and Dale before we explore the other 2 corridors that we
Yeah.
didn't explore
fast
because
travel.
the one guy just went in and died. 2
It's
guys.
like, well, we should probably handle this.
I mean, you can teleport. I'm not leaving.
We also have a teleportation circle in that room now.
Yeah, which the wizard or cleric can use.
We need to get you like a legit leather-bound spell book.
Would I know if there's
Right
like
where
a
your
pathway
teleportation
anywhere?
circles are. Cool stuff.
Make an
How to spell
investigation check.
You have
This is for like the
one-
rest of the room, pretty much.
19.
So you,
19.
Yeah.
You
No.
know,
Yeah.
Can
looking up, looking around. You don't understand.
Can I do a quick divine intervention?
This actually
Yeah.
can
Roll
be a
yourself
spell
your
book.
D100s.
It's filled with porn.
Pornos.
70s porn?
That's
Yeah.
8, right?
Oh, sorry, 80s
So
porn.
many titties.
I did it.
So many.
That is.
See,
I
that
believe
could be a
that's
spell book.
an 8.
There you
Hey, Tom.
What?
When somebody rolls a 0, 0, and
Mellow
an
male.
8, is that an 8
Where's that?
On what?
on a D100? 0, 0, 8.
That's an 8.
Yes! I
Okay.
did it!
What is your
I
wish,
did
my
it.
child?
I
Oh,
want a divine warhammer that will smite my enemies.
Not all men are fools. Some are bachelors.
And it will glow when heretics are around. That's my wish.
Okay.
You're trying to teach a pig to waste your time and noise the pig.
All right, I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna change some music real quick.
What did you wish for? I didn't hear you.
I wish for a divine hammer of justice, basically,
To do what?
to smite my enemies.
Which enemies?
All of them. All the heretics.
Like now?
No.
No.
Oh,
he wished
like
for
a
one.
weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm neutral, but I mean, you know,
Whip me, beat me, tell me.
there's a reason I'm neutral.
Tell me, rub me, get the
Hey.
fuck out.
You're like, what, you gonna kill us?
Who are these
Because I mean, I'm with you up until it's me. That's all I'm saying.
That is definitely one of those t-shirts. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be a holy knight, whatever the hell you want, man.
Yeah. You savior of justice.
Yeah, I have one. Say probably the 12 castles.
My super awesome divine warhammer of death.
They're rad.
Of justice death.
Smashing.
It gives you a just death. Tom, I think you missed it.
You
but
should
I got
name
my
it
divine
corporal-
intervention.
Corporal
And what'd you
punishment.
get with it?
And I'm getting a
Wanna complain about
awesome,
Warhammer,
hopefully
that's
warhammer.
that-
Wow.
This
is
All right. You hear
Captain Jack Sparrow.
you hear a still small voice in your head as you sit, or rather kneel
Oh,
for a
mommy
moment
ones?
of prayer after gutting this gigantic, gorgeous beast. And you hear the voice of Jesus. It's a still small voice, and it says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. You bring me great pride, defending your companions in battle, and seeking out what is right for these nations at war, trying to bring peace upon them, but also perhaps seeing, as I have foreseen, the rise of Tiamat. I want you to accompany your friends and keep this beast from rising. I will grant you the power you seek." And take some notes about your. So you have a warhammer, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so your current warhammer stats are what?
Just a regular warhammer.
So it's like a 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's now
it's
a
just
1d8
an
plus
asshole,
1
Oh, I thought you were
always.
pointing at that one.
No. Was it something
One what?
So it's
Same
it's
shit,
standard
different
damage.
day.
It's
Okay.
1d8, but it's
1d8.
also plus 1. So it's plus 1 to hit,
Okay.
plus 1 damage.
There's like a
Okay.
glare from the light.
So it's
No,
just
usually
every
some fun,
so it's whatever your normal. So you roll a
76
d20
stories.
plus 1
Body count.
as
Yeah.
well, because it's a plus 1 all the way around, but it's plus 2 against dragons.
Broken.
Man.
Is that dragon one too?
Just actual. So how about this? Specifically chromatic
I think
dragons.
y'all should bring
Okay.
back the
Mighty,
bomb.
mighty spell book.
Mellow man.
Channel the 80s porn.
It glows when dragons
Strong
are
shit.
near.
Oh, that's useful.
Specifically, it glows when a dragon is within 120 feet.
This nigga's talking to God over here. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
know. We're just like looking at.
Yeah. So
40-year
anybody else want to do anything while this is going on? There's time for a short rest, probably. It would have taken you guys So you guys are gonna have to take like 2 hours here, which is fine because I think it's like later afternoon. It's like I like to kill my dragons before dinner. I like mustard on my dragon.
Oh yeah, I straight up wanted to go back to
Tom and Dale ASAP.
Tom and Dale.
So you're not even gonna go back and talk to anybody about it?
I mean, we
I'm
can get
staying
back.
where I'm at.
That's.
Yeah, true.
I just
You
want to
can
go and
teleport.
preserve this entire dragon carcass that I have in 4 bags of holding.
Okay, so
Before I
entire
remake
dragon
my-
carcass.
Yeah.
Four,
But not the,
everything.
but all the valuable bits and pieces.
four checks for me, with all your proficiencies because Giron is a homo.
I thought they already made several checks.
You made a
but-
couple, but we're talking about as much
Oh
as
my
goddamn.
God.
Like we're talking about over the course of 4 hours. If you're going to take as much as this as you can from valuables, right? We're talking like I'm going to pull the brain out. I'm going to extract as many teeth as I can, as many scales as possible. Perhaps a whole wing folded properly, horns,
That's,
bones, meat, organs. Because he had a ball
20.
too.
and a. Fuck.
31.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
fucking
31.
Yeah, that's bad. That's
and,
great.
Fucking 29.
Okay, yeah, that's glorious. So we're talking like 90 something plus % efficiency. Like we're talking claws,
Exactly.
claws, small scales, big scales, entire horns, entire teeth, entire organs, like long sheets of leather, like nearly exceeding the capacity of like the mouth of a bag of holding to like
Yeah.
hold like leathers and skins and
Bones.
yeah, meat and bones, just all that.
And the other eye.
Like I gotta get people on tanning this. I gotta get people on scraping
Yeah.
scales down to
And who was it that-
or like straight up mesh fibers. I gotta get people like I gotta, you know, because
Everyone's
when I
busy.
Are you
when I
making dragon
fucking-
scale mail?
When I get
Well, should I
back
just
here
get
the
the
next
card out?
time, I got quadruple speed on creating fucking magical armor. So like we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it right.
Can we just like upgrade my
Beautiful.
armor though?
We're going
Like I am a
Oh,
battlesmith.
is that
This is
possible?
what I
We're
do.
going
I'm gonna turn this
Without
dragon
taking it
into
up?
dope shit. That's
Can you upgrade my armor without me taking it off?
your armor's already pretty dope. It would take a significant amount of time. That
And
yeah,
the materials to like you
Yeah.
know talking like
it would take.
you know
It would
bunches
only
of gems.
take thousands and thousands of gold and
Which we just found thousands and thousands.
Of gold
Yeah.
and gems
yeah,
and
exactly.
magical enchanting powders and rare ingredients and all right.
So what was it that I was supposed to tell the party about who we should take down?
Tiamat, but you guys are already on the path. It's okay.
Oh, we're already doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But now you've been
No.
encouraged.
Put that in
Yeah.
your cabinet.
All right.
So did we teleport? Did Tom
I
roll?
stayed.
Yeah.
Well, no. So one of the arcane casters used the teleportation circle to go back to the teleportation circle that Stoff made at camp.
So we're going back to Terminal and then to... We've only explored a third of the dungeon. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything better in the dungeon, but we can decide that. Dude, maybe there's more dragons and I can use my OP as motherfucking... There's definitely more dragons. Yeah, so now I can use my OP dragon hammer. There's gonna be at least 4 more dragons to wipe them out. Dragon hammer justice. There's gonna be dragons back. Smash them! Everybody have fun? Yeah, good game, guys.